Good morning, my jewellery making lovelies. I'm Jelly Cleary and I will be with you until 1 this afternoon. It's stranger news of this evening. I'm joined by the gorgeous Laura Binding, who has made some masterpieces for you to look at today. Good morning, my lover.
Good morning, my lover.
It's going to get very Brazilian today, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to get very
farmer's farm.
Yeah, it's Gloucester v Bristol today at Jewellery Maker Towers. We have got the most amazing kits to show you, which I know Laura's had so beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewellery for you to have a look at. Have a look. We've got a wonderful kit with fluorite, frosted white quartz and pink agate with sterling silver. We've got wire in there as well. Loads of elements to this kit. You've also got a reel of elastic, all your solid sterling silver, and you've got organza gift bags. We're going to be doing a lot of wire work today because we've got Laura here. We're going to also be launching a Wirework DVD, a brand new Wirework for you. We've got a Wirework kit coming up for you with your gizmo, and gizmos have been out of stock lately, haven't they? You've got your Wirework Basics DVD and you've got your wire. We've got a gorgeous kit for you. We're going to kick off today's show with a beautiful strand of twinkling, sparkling white quartz, a definite stash builder, brand new. We have absolutely nothing else like this in stock. It's absolutely beautiful. Now I want you to pay particular attention to the cut of this gemstone. Have a look at that sparkle. It takes absolute expert lapidary to cut a gemstone with such precision. We have nothing like this gorgeous strand in stock. A lot of our white quartz at the moment is frosted. Look at the clarity of each and every one. It's absolutely perfect, isn't it? What a gorgeous shape that is too. Absolutely perfect for putting in your tiaras, your fascinators, your hair combs. Gorgeous in earrings. Have a look at that sparkle. Have a look at that clarity. This is your early bird. Perfect ovals of sparkling clear quartz. Laura, with a gemstone like this, with this shape, we've not seen anything. What are you thinking straight away when you see these big oval white quartz?
Well, straight away, like you say, there's tiaras or sort of even just a hair comb or something like that. But a lot of people are doing like the tiara technique, but as part of a necklace. Oh. So if you have kind of like a cluster of them on all of the wire.
A twisted wire?
Yeah, on a twisted wire, and then just like a nice sort of, a couple of nice little beads going on the side or something like that, that would really bring the sparkle out, and it would pick up any colours as well. That's the beauty of having them so clear, is they pick up the colours around them, they reflect the colours.
Whatever you put.
Yeah, so you could put pink and then they would reflect the pink, put blue, anything, so.
They're a must-have, aren't they?
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Have them to add that little bit of sparkle.
Yeah, it just lifts anything up. So if you've put a little bit of, just 1 or 2 of those in, it will just lift it up, and also just a plain pair of earrings.
I think so. I just think they're so pretty, and actually, that's a really fresh idea that you were saying about the tiara technique with the twisted wire.
Yeah.
That's something I've never heard.
It's been done a couple of times. I think Sheila's done a couple of necklaces like it, and then it's just like a little cluster. You could have it to the side.
Exactly what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, or you could have it to the front and then just have like something quite plain around. You can have like just ribbon, or you could do loads with it, and you could put ribbon around it, just put like a link like that, and then have some ribbon tying it all up. There's loads, really.
Would you say this is an essential gemstone to have in your stash?
Definitely. I've just bought a load of clear quartz coins because I just love the clear quartz.
I love the sparkle you get from it. This is a brand new strand. We've never seen it before.
No,
We've never had this shape in before either. No. Stunning. You could put them together. You could almost make petals out of those, could you? You could, couldn't you? Those ovals.
Yeah, you could do loads. You could make little flowers. Yeah. You could just have them hanging like the earrings that you've got in now, and just have them hanging with some tassels, or you've got like the gemstone chains. So if you had one of those, and then had a couple of tassels or the gemstone chains hanging down, then that would be the colour to pick it up. And...
Definitely. Have a look at the earrings I'm wearing so we can see what Laura's talking about. So you could have that with a clear quartz.
Yeah. And you could either just have plain chain, or like I said, the tassels, or you could have those with a few little stones on the end.
stunning. I just think an absolute essential.
Definitely.
To any of your jewellery. And think about it as well right now. Think about the fact that a lot of you are doing your Christmas collections already. Are you working on your Christmas collections? I'm
going to be starting it very soon. I've been extremely busy because I've been up and down the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, of course, I know. Well, you were just saying.
Yeah, but it's something, as soon as I get 5 minutes, I'm going to start working on. I've already got a couple of commissions for Christmas presents already that people have started saying, oh, I want some Christmas presents. So I've said to them, let me know as soon as possible because I need to start preparing
doing it now.
for it, yeah.
And you think everybody else at home is the same. You know you need certain gemstones in your stash ready for the Christmas rush. This is one you absolutely must have because it sparkles, because it's beautiful. And when you've got that sparkle, even if you're going to a jewellery party or anything like that, people are drawn to sparkle, aren't they? It's absolutely beautiful. You've got 160 carats of clear quartz. The faceted ovals are 12 by 8 millimeters. And it's a brand new strand, brand new in today. Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with absolutely everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. And get yourself on the phone lines this morning because this is a limited edition strand. 0800 644 655. All for £8.95. One makes such a big difference in your jewellery. One of these gemstones will add so much sparkle. Look at the clarity of these gemstones. Check out the facets. These are absolutely beautiful. It's a really, really long strand. And think about running your coloured wire through these as well. So if you want to make a feature out of your coloured wire or your coloured beading thread, this is the gemstone to do it with, isn't it, Laura? Yeah, definitely. Again, with that kit there, you've got the frosted clear quartz and I've used some of the pink wire through it and it really picks up. The colour just shows through it. It looks really nice. So you could make a nice bracelet, or you could just use pink elastic, not pink necessarily, but like a coloured elastic, and that would just run through it, and it would just give it a little bit of colour, and it just makes it look really pretty. Or just a simple little one of those on their own. If you, like you say, for Christmas, a lot of people do Secret Santas and stuff like that. I mean, for that price, you could just do 2 little drops on a pair of earring hooks for £5. And you've got a stocking filler, and how many pairs could you make out of one strand? Gosh, loads. And somebody's got a really beautiful pair of earrings that they think that you've spent lots on when it's not cost you hardly anything. That's such a good point. And you know, you've got so many pairs of earrings up here and they're so beautiful. And I think with this gemstone, if you are going to jewellery parties and things, I think a gemstone like this is a gemstone that people do tend to buy as gifts because they're not a certain colour. Sometimes you think, oh, what colour would so-and-so wear? Oh, I'm not sure. It will go with anything. Yeah, they go with everything. You can wear them in the daytime, you can wear them in the evening. For £8.95, you got an absolutely amazing XHP 077 is your item code. This is your early bird. They're brand new in today. Very popular on the phone lines. Stay where you are. Now, I have got something fab in those gorgeous... Now, we don't have a lot of red gemstones in stock at the moment. Have a look at what I've got for you now. You've got a real deep, juicy red here, like a strawberry compote. Then you've got a wonderful red pendant. How fab is that? It's like strawberry jam red, isn't it? Really juicy. Look at the checkerboard faceting, isn't it gorgeous? Now you've also got your naught there. Now I've got the earrings. The earrings that I've got are similar. These silver beads, but not exactly the same. The holes are a bit bigger on these ones. And then an oval black pendant. This is a gorgeous bundle, this is. You've got, 3 silver spacers. And they're all textured beautifully. With your 0.8 wire, now that's red, I think another great Christmas opportunity, don't you think? Because I think people do tend to love the reds, don't they? Let me pop it all together to show you. How did we display these lovely pendants? I can't remember. We'll put it like that. There we go. 2 gorgeous pendants. Let me talk you through exactly what you've got in your red agate faceted pear-shaped pendant, which is here. That's 40 by 30. You've got 60 carats of your black onyx pendant. How fab is that? Then you've got 10 meters of your red coloured silver plated wire on a 0.8. You've got your solid sterling silver brushed rondelle beads. There's 3 of those and they are solid sterling silver. You've got your red puffy ovals of cow copperite. And they're 20 by 15 meters. Cow copperite is a gemstone we just don't see here at Jewellery Maker, isn't it? Look at the colour. Now, what I want you to look at is, if you love pyrite, it's got pyrite in it. It's charoite with pyrite inclusions. Now, look really closely. Oh my gosh, it's such an exciting strand. Laura, have you ever seen this gemstone?
No, I haven't. And because I was on last night and you had a green version of it, I'm not going to attempt to say it. But as soon as I saw this and looked at it, I can see the pyrite in it. So I figured it had to be another version of it. So it's really pretty. It's just like little gold. It's almost like gold foil effect on it.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. Really sparkles.
It's almost got a lapis lazuli effect.
Yeah.
Cow copperite is what it's called. And it's got, you can see that pyrite inclusion, can't you? Isn't it wonderful? If you love your lapis lazuli, you can almost see this with lapis lazuli,
I was going to say that. You could imagine, because it is such a deep sort of reddy brown.
Rich red, yeah.
It would really bring out the blue because it's the lapis is such a sort of deep blue.
Yeah.
It would look really sort of rich and royal.
I'm very excited to see what you're going to make with this strand, Laura, because this is a gemstone that is exclusive to Jewellery Maker. We have never ever seen it before. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is a brand new pack for you. This is Laura's collection. And I am super excited. For $17.95, you've got a brand new gemstone, 2 pendants, 3 silver spacer beads, and you've got 10 meters of wire on a 0.8. Laura, 0.8 wire. What is it that you favour about 0.8 wire?
It's the most versatile wire that you can use so far. So I'm just making like a bit of a pendant drop.
Flipping it, girl. You're... She's at it early. How long have you had that for?
About 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
Look at what you've done already.
Yeah, just having a play.
Were you just really inspired by the kit as soon as you saw it?
It's really lovely, yeah. I was just thinking, how can it all go together? So I'm going to make
Look at what she's done, this clever lady. Am I allowed to touch it?
Yeah. No, don't touch it.
Picked it up and ran it. She's had it for 5 minutes. Look.
So I'm going to
Sometimes when you're so inspired by a gemstone, you've got to get working with it. Now, this is a gemstone you've never worked with, so it's really exciting.
Yeah.
Isn't it gorgeous? Tell me more. Tell me more about what's going on in that brain.
Not a lot at the moment.
Yeah, there is.
It's worn out. It's stopped working. I'm just going to be making... I'm going to kind of make a V-drop, I think, out of this.
Lovely.
And then I'm not quite sure.
And you do that in 2 separate pieces, do you?
Only because I ran out of wire. So I would have probably carried on if I had more wire.
I've got loads of wire here for you. You've got 10 meters with this kit. That goes on and on, doesn't it?
Oh, it'll go on for ages. Especially when you're doing pieces like this. It looks like there's a lot, but it's actually, you can see there, that's all I've used. And that probably is longer than the piece I used there. And
wow,
so,
you've got, it's gone really far.
I'm going to probably make a ring, because I do love making rings, and these are just asking to be made into a ring.
Definitely.
So I'm going to make a ring.
What about these pendants?
These are gorgeous.
A black onyx pendant like that I haven't seen for a long time.
No.
So that's a lot of black onyx, that is.
Well, I had a scoop last week and I had one of these in it, and I used this wire against it with the silver, and it looked really nice.
Oh, I love it. I love that.
But then the red's going to look
backdrop. Yeah, any colour that you put with that pendant.
I'm going to do some kind of funkiness with that. And
funkiness. Some sort of funkiness.
Some kind of funkiness. And I haven't really, I was thinking I've got a little bit of black wire here, so I might add a bit of the black wire to the red. I'm just going to have a play, and I haven't thought about these yet, but I might incorporate them into that actually. Brighten it up a little bit. Imagine
with the silver,
if you had them in the middle.
Just, oh, I love what you've done there. You've put it up that way rather than the other way. So and a lot of people are doing that sort of button technique at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, so I'm just going to have a little, I'm organised person when it comes to working with wire. I will sit
and
play and see where the wire goes. I don't sit and think I need that much wire and plan it all out. I can't work like that. Some people can, and it's amazing what they come out with. I'm more of a sit down, twirl the wire and see where it goes.
Well, you're artistic, your brain works that way, so
yeah, so I go with that.
You're lucky, you don't have to be organised, it all flows. Now this is a really good price, Laura, $17.95 to get the wire, a brand new gemstone that we have never seen before. Yeah. It's gorgeous, isn't it? $17.95.
That's just insane, and hopefully I'll be able to make a real statement piece that in itself you would sell for twice that anyway.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, even just wrapping one of these up, you would be able to sell that on its own as a wrapped pendant. We was talking about when people do craft fairs, to just have a pendant, sort of a wrapped pendant or whatever you've done to it, have that for sale as an individual price, and then to have a selection, an option of chains, suede, you know, leather, whatever, and then that person can have their own kind of chain if they want it. Yeah. Because a lot of people have their own chains now and they don't actually want the chain, they're just happy with a pendant. And then you've got that option where you can say, well, if you want that, it's going to be £5 for a chain, but just a pendant's going to be £10 wrapped. So straight away, you've got £10 and £2 or £3 extra for a chain. You've straight away doubled the money. So
it's fantastic. Right, I've got to leave you to it.
Okay.
You're already getting busy.
I'll just carry on.
We're going to go over that and I'll see you in a bit, my darling. So you get so much with this kit, and for such a tiny price tag, £17.95. You really have got so much. Now, I'm going to bring you some more delights. Let me get me board. Let me refresh your memory on what's coming up a little bit later as well. And don't forget, we've got a brand new DVD. We have got some Zambian amethyst plain rounds, which I've got to show you. Have a look at this colour. It's going to be a huge game for you. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a brand new strand. These are the biggest Zambian amethyst strands I think we've got. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. Just one of these into a piece that you've made is going to add so much in terms of value. Now, we are going to, let me just show you what else is coming up in the show today. Who's been pinching off this strand? We have got a Wireworks bundle for you. We have got, including your gizmo, and we are launching the brand new Wirework DVD today, so you definitely need to stay tuned for that one. I've got such a beautiful must-have 3-strand pack for you now. I am in love with every single one of these gemstones. I know you will be too. If you love big, freshwater, organic, natural pearls, you already want this strand. Have a look at this massive strand of pearls. They are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Freshwater, organic, white pearls, a must-have for your collection. So many of our precious treasured items in terms of jewellery have pearls in them, and look at the size of these pearls. If you're a massive fan of the South Sea pearl for their size and their perfect colour, then you're already appreciating this strand. Now, I'm going to give you something else wonderful. We've seen this strand before. Have a look. When we bought it to you individually. Now, there's very much a lily feel when I'm looking at both of these together. I don't know how you feel about that. They could either be the stalks, or Laura made a point earlier, they are like bluebells up the other way, aren't they? They really are. And you could almost imagine a pearl in between those on a pair of earrings. Absolutely stunning. Now, you also get your white quartz apples. You want this, don't you? Can you imagine how gorgeous your jewellery is going to look with any one of these beautiful must-have strands? Each one of these strands individually is gorgeous, beautiful, a focal point to your jewellery, isn't it? Look at the size of those pearls. Aren't they gorgeous? The birth gemstone of June, with fabulous stalk gemstones there as well. You've got your ice white quartz just twinkling and sparkling. I love the shape of those apples. Now, looking at these, they already look like stalks, don't they? So you could do a flower at the top with your white quartz. I think maybe if you were to put them upside down in the bluebell form, other way, Jenny, almost put a pearl right there, look. Dangling down. I think that'd look really pretty, really like a bluebell, won't it? Now have a look at the cord this is already on, because I really think, and look how it kind of wiggles. Have a look. Aren't they gorgeous? Get yourself on the phone lines for this 3-strand pack, 0800 644 655. Think about your jewellery that you can make with this 3-strand pack. Think about how gorgeous your amazing Christmas selection will look. Your Christmas jewellery will look with this 3-strand pack. Brand new in today. When we bought you the stem gemstones individually, they sold out. It's the only way you can get them. The Lily Valley 3-strand pack with your white cultured pearls, serpentine and white quartz for £14.95. Let me talk to you. This strand of pearls alone is worth £14.95, and you know that. They're the biggest we have in stock. They're absolutely stunning. They're completely and utterly gorgeous, all natural and beautiful for £14.95. Have a look at the serpentine and look at the grooves that you've got there. Aren't they gorgeous? £14.95. Then look at the sparkly white quartz. Look at that. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Lily of the Valley. These look like they're approaching a sellout. Just to let you know, there is a queue on the phone lines. Please bear with it. Gorgeous. £14.95. Well done to everybody who's got theirs. It's fantastic to have your company here this morning. These look like they're going to sell out. Well done to absolutely everyone. £14.95. Hold the lines. I know there's a queue. Come shopping with us online this morning, or the W's.Jewellery Maker. Check out your baskets because we can't keep anything in your basket. Well done to everyone who's got those. I'm just going to show you those grooves. Have a look. From inside these gemstones. There is a big queue on the phone lines, just to warn you, you are loving these. We are going to move on to our first kit of the day. I love these. I want these so much. I think they're gorgeous. I think stay on the phone lines. Don't forget, it's a free phone number that you're calling. Now, we're excited, Laura. I love this kit. Have a look at what we've got. Your fluorite, your agate, and your frosted white quartz. It's called Pink Delight. That pink banded agate, they're 6mm rounds. And look at all of that wire. You've got 10 meters of 1mm wire, and you wait to see what Laura's made out of that. It's perfect for rings. You've got your deep purple, it's almost like a plum colored beading thread. That's fantastic, isn't it? Like a deep plum, that. I really like that a lot. Then you've got your stainless steel. Isn't that fab? Now you've also got solid sterling silver ribbon ends. You've got 4 of those with the chain. You've got your organza ribbon, which I love. Look at that colour. It's kind of like a deep fuchsia. Yeah, look, it's like I planned it, isn't it? Look at what it matches my dress. I'm gonna have to wear all. Oh, it's a hard life. You've got your pink elastic and your clear elastic. And let me show you. You also get 10 organza gift bags. 10 pink organza gift bags. again, thinking about doing your Christmas collections, just to have the elements like the organza gift bags in there, it just makes it so much, it makes it more giftable, if you like. You know, it's just easy to put in a gift bag, and it's nice, isn't it? And I think when you sell your jewellery to your customers, I think they're pleasantly surprised when you wrap it, when you package it really beautifully like that. They think, oh, now it really is a nice gift. Now I don't have to go and buy an extra. Do you know, you buy a nice gift for somebody and then you have to think about going to the card shop and buying them a nice little gift bag to put it in. And it all adds to the expense of buying a gift for somebody. When it's all done for you, it's fantastic, isn't it? Now have a look. You've got the frosted white quartz pennies, which I love. And I know Laura loved working with these. Look at the clarity. It's not often, Laura, that we get such a frosted gemstone with such excellent clarity, is it?
No, they're gorgeous. They're absolute, they're
perfect, aren't they?
Yeah, and like I said, I've used them with some of the pink wire, and because you're putting the wire through it, it gives like an inner glow to it.
Definitely.
And being so bright, it's quite blatant that it's there, but that's why I did it, to make it obvious it was there.
Completely.
So, yeah.
And it looks gorgeous. I love it. I think it's so stunning. The fluorite flat puffy coins also, they go very well with those frosted coins, don't they?
These sweet pebbles, they're so cute. You just want to...
They look like sweet things, don't they?
Don't eat them.
Don't eat them.
But you do. I actually separated them out, and as they got a really lovely feel to them. They really feel lovely
really
and smooth.
I thought that the minute you look at them, they're very like, because they're capuchin cut, they are like little pebbles, smooth pebbles. And you know when you go collecting pebbles on the beach and you pick things up because they're smooth, you like the feel of them. That's exactly
like a tumbled feel, isn't it? Because it gets like the sea tumbled feel. It's just lovely.
Gorgeous. And look at the sparkle that's coming from the banded agate. Get 90 carats of that. So you've got a lot in this kit, Laura. There's a lot for you to have worked with. You get a 10-metre reel of 1mm wire, and it's that fuchsia colour which runs so perfectly through the white quartz. These are a stunning blend of gemstones, and actually these gemstones all go together really nicely. I think as soon as you get this kit home, you're going to want to use these gemstones all together. I don't think you're going to need to add an awful lot to any one of these gemstones to get beautiful jewellery.
No, I think that actually the kit, the stones just go beautifully. Whether you're a fan of pink or not, then don't use the pink wire, but the stones themselves would just go with absolutely. And you could use green wire, you could use any colour wire, but they do look really, I kept thinking of a candy shop. When I was making it up, I kept thinking it's like a sweetheart kind of kit, do you know what I mean? It's got that really...
it's got the sugared almond look, hasn't it?
It's just, the pink does go beautifully with it. If you're scared of bright pink, don't be put off, because the stones themselves are beautiful.
Have some bright pink in your collection to sell at Christmas time, because it's definitely one of those things. It's a girly colour. We all like pink, don't we? I think, well, I'm saying we all like pink, maybe you don't, but I do think probably 9 out of 10 girls, women, we like pink. I love it. And if I see it, I'm like, gotta have that. It's just got that element of fun about it, pink, hasn't it? It's got that element, you know, when we go out of a night time, we're going for a few cocktails with the girls, I think it's the colour we think of first. Go for a girly, happy, it's a fab colour, it's a fun colour, it's a funky colour, and I love this kit, I really do. You've also got solid sterling silver in this kit as well. There it is, so you've got your eye pins, your head pins, you've got your jump rings, your bolt rings, your crimp beads and your shepherd's hooks. All solid sterling silver. It's called Pink Delight, and it is absolutely delightful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And think about all the wonderful, fun, funky pieces that you can make with this kit. Don't forget, you get not only the solid sterling silver, but you also get 10 meters of wire. You get that rich, deep plum beading thread, which I absolutely love. And if you saw our guest Gemma Crow last week, you'll have seen her doing some amazing things with that beading wire. That's her niche. And Laura's niche is wire. You can combine the two. I do think the great thing about having you guest designers on is the inspiration. You can take some Laura binding inspiration from the wire. You could take some Sarah Elvin inspiration with the organza, bags and ribbon, because she makes some fantastic things out of both. And then you could take some Gemma Crow inspiration from the beading thread as well. And you could put something, you could really go to town with all three of those elements of design, couldn't you? Brand new in today. Jewellery kits with those must-have colours. They're so girly, all for £24.95, which is such a wicked price tag. I just think about the fact that not only have you got four of those solid sterling silver ribbon ends, and you don't have to use them in the ribbon, people have been taking the chain from that as well. You've also got your bag of 43 individual solid sterling silver findings. For the fact that that's $24.95 with the gemstones, with the wire, with the beading thread. And don't forget, you get your coloured elastic with this as well. You get your pink elastic and your clear elastic. Have a look, you've also got your ribbon ends. You get so much in this kit. Now, I have had a lot of people comment on the quality of our coloured elastic. Now, I don't know whether, I'd never used any other coloured elastic from anywhere else, so I wouldn't know that apparently if you go and buy elastic from anywhere else, apparently it breaks really easy. Now, the thing that everybody's been saying to me about our beading elastic is that it's the strongest they've ever used. Have you found that as well?
Yeah, I found it's brilliant. I mean, I've never, I only use it quite when I get it in a kit, to be honest. I don't very often do it.
Oh, your mic's not on apparently. Yeah, I think can we hear you now?
Hello?
Can it? No, they can't. They've lost you. Laura just saying that ours is one of the strongest elastics, and you've used it. Say that to me again, Pop It. You've used it.
Can you hear me now?
Can we hear her now? We've got you.
Oh,
Go,
yeah,
carry on.
I've never had any problems with it personally. My daughter, because obviously she loves pink, and I sit down and we both make little stretchy bracelets, and whenever I do use it, like I said, I don't use it very often because I tend to use more wire, but when I do use it, I have never had a problem with it.
Yeah, and so many people have said to us whenever they bought from anywhere else it's broken, and they've never had that with ours.
No.
And you've never had that.
I've never had
either.
it, no.
How fab is that? $24.95, a great price tag. Let's get on over to her. I can't wait any longer. Do you need me to bring you anything, darling?
No, I think
you're all set. You're all set. So with the 1 mil, for making rings out of, isn't it?
To be honest with you, it's a tiny little bit thick. I've made rings because I'm used to handling the wire, but this wire is quite thick and harder to use.
So where would it be perfect for?
It's perfect. It works for the rings. You just got to be able to be a bit stronger with it. That's all.
Okay.
It works obviously for making links.
But it's perfect for necklaces like this because it stays.
It stays, yeah. And I've obviously made a little clasp out of it. I've made the frame for the pendant out of it as well.
Fab.
And obviously I've made the bracelet out of it as well. Which
well,
again,
it's perfect for that, isn't it?
Yeah, because it holds its shape and it won't bend. I mean, you can feel how solid it is.
It's amazing.
The only slight downside to it is that it is a thicker wire, and not necessarily all of the beads will go through it. The fluorite wouldn't go through it. And fluorite is a very soft stone. And can break easily if you try to use I mean, it's generally it is a soft stone. I found this with all fluorite that I've had.
Yeah, yeah.
And so if you are going to try and make the hole a little bit bigger, be very, very gentle because you can snap the stone.
Right.
Because it is a soft stone, so it's naturally going to happen. So I didn't put any on the wire for that reason, but I still was able to put it with the actual designs.
How fab is this ring? You can make some really elaborate patterns, can't you?
Yeah.
And you've used the pink wire. I love the fluorite bracelet that you've done.
I'm not known for doing my colour coding or anything like that, but I actually separated out the sort of more purpley colours,
yeah.
And the greener colours, and so I've put the greener colours in with the necklace over there, because it picks up the green, pink and white, and then obviously the green one's in there, and I actually had a really bluey one.
Oh, you do get it, yeah, like a bluey green, like almost like a turquoise colour.
It was beautiful. I didn't fit it in because it didn't really go with what I was doing. Which is based on like the Lucy Cuff weave.
Fab,
had a bit of fun with that. And I've done these earrings, and I call these my sweetie earrings. I'm not clear. I just think they look like little sweets, so I'm calling them sweetie earrings. And
these ones?
Yeah, because I'm not very good, I've got to be honest, I'm not very, like you say, Sarah's brilliant with the ribbon, whereas I'm not that imaginative with the ribbon.
She comes out with things I think, oh my gosh, how did you even think of that?
But just to show you, these are some that I've with your coins, as I was saying about your coins. If you do buy them and you get all of these ribbons, I'm just doing the earrings in like a range of different, so we've got like clear ones and like bigger ones.
It's nice to have.
But I just love, I did the same with those because I just love.
Can we have a look at those?
Yeah, sure. These are just ones that I've made. I actually went and bought the actual small quartz to do these specifically. From
Jewellery Maker,
yeah, from Jewellery Maker, obviously. And then I bought the bigger quartz as well. These come with the labradorite chunks, I think.
Oh, they're
and I
gorgeous.
made them shorter so they are like proper little sweetie earrings.
Oh yeah, they are, look.
So they look like proper little sweetie earrings. I just call them my little sweetie earrings, and my daughter insisted on a little pair as well, but with these clear quartz. And she's got a pair that I like this, obviously, because she's only 4. So they're quite short, but up to the ear on little studs. And she's like, can I have sweetie earrings? I just think they're really cute.
Oh, look.
So if you're not, you know, if nothing else, I'm going to be making lots of...
they're very easy giftable items, aren't they?
But I love that. And the frosted, again, gives a completely different look. I do love the frosted quartz.
I love these. This is fab, isn't it?
I just thought it's fun.
Really fun. The 1mm wire is perfect for making necklaces like this because it keeps its shape.
Yeah.
Have a look at that. You've made your own finding at the back, which is another thing another benefit of the 1mm wire. And
it's not heavy either. It's very light necklace, so you can wear it, and it's going to be secure, but it's not going to be light, heavy and in your way.
There you go. There's the. These rings are amazing. They're fab, aren't they? Have a look at that. Isn't it fab? You could do this. How fantastic is this ring?
It's cute, isn't it?
Wonderful. I love big chunky rings. I think they're ace.
I think if you're going to do something bright and bold with the pink wire, then go for
to
it.
town. Right, what are you going to show
I'm going
us?
to show the ring.
Yay!
There's 2 versions of it, just where I was playing about with it, really trying to get it right.
I love them both.
So, yeah, so I'm going to have a go. And it just shows you how each one will come out slightly different.
Let's see.
Okay, so...
I'm going to pop them on there so everyone can see what we're doing.
Thank you. I'm just going to find... So artfully done.
Hang on.
You're not going to move them in a minute.
There we go.
Okay. So I'm going to attempt to show you how to make it on one of these. Normally I do use a ring mandrel, but I want to show you that even if you don't have a ring mandrel, but you know, you've got one of these aren't very expensive on the web.
And what's this then? Just a wire mandrel?
So, yeah, I'm not sure what it's called.
Still a mandrel, I think.
Yeah, it does break apart.
It is a wire mandrel, yeah.
It's a wire mandrel, yeah. You can do lots of different shapes with it. You can make little square frames with it.
And they're only a couple of quid there.
Yeah, they're not
very.
Yeah, they're not very much. So if you're a bit new to making jewellery and don't want to invest in a big ring mandrel or anything like that, then you can use these.
Grab one of those
for practicing, and then if you feel confident, then you can upgrade.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to just use my pliers just because those ones are a tiny little bit blunt. It's just where they get used so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is you need quite a long length of wire because basically you want to try and make this whole ring out of one length of wire.
Because you want to keep it consistent.
Yeah, when I was on last week I made a ring similar out of druzy and I did use a 0.8 wire and that's obviously a bit easier because it's slightly thinner, but this is just to show that actually you can do it with 1mm, but because I'm doing it all in one piece, I'm going to just do a long...
What are the benefits of 1mm?
You can do so much with it, and because what you do is quite structural, then you don't use as much. So if you buy like a meter, like 100-meter reel, it's going to last you for ages because you haven't used much to do like that kind of frame there.
Is that why you buy 1mm wire? Because it's more cost effective?
I use all of them. I use every single different gauge. Yeah, I use them for frames and then weave around them because again they've got that strength.
You've got strength,
and they give a really solid pendant. So it's brilliant for everything. It's very versatile. I hope I don't stab you now.
So.
I'm a bit dangerous with this.
I think we're a bad combination because you know how clumsy I am.
I'm not known for my grace either.
Brilliant. Should be in the same room.
Yeah, it's not best. Excuse me. Play now and all of that. I just wanted to show you those to show you the different colourways. Really.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by popping the bead on. Now, not all of these beads, that one's going to go on perfectly. Some of them don't go on, some of them do. Just go for them. Most of them went on, but there was 1 or 2 that didn't. Just work your way through to find one that does.
That went on easy peasy.
That one went on really easy. And if it goes on easy like that, then it's better because if it's slightly tight, don't try and push it on because you'll scrape the colour off.
Yeah.
So just find that fits on it because you saw how easy that went on.
Yeah, it moves around.
They are in there. Okay, so you want to find about the centre of the wire. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, this is thick wire, so you do have to be quite firm with it. So I'm holding this stone very firmly and pulling this wire around.
Making a frame,
Yeah, I'm going to make a frame. I'm going to wrap the wire. Then I'm going to take the other length and I'm going to wrap that around as well. We want both.
Opposite direction.
I'll show you now. Yeah, so one goes around that way and one goes that way.
Okay.
Okay, and we're just going to do that a couple of times. Doesn't matter if it's very neat. That's what I like about these rings. They don't have to be neat. It's part of the
it's
look.
creative, isn't it?
And the sort of the more freehand you are, the more of an organic look you're going to get.
Yeah.
Okay. So just do that a couple of times till you're happy with it, really. And then you need the wires to be coming out, one at the top and one at the bottom. If you can see there. So we're going to be creating the frame from this. So what we're going to do is we've got one frame here that's going to create the top frame part of the ring.
I can see, yeah.
And then this one's going to create the bottom part. So you're going to be creating it in two areas. Okay. So I'm going to attempt this one. So if I mess this up slightly, I do apologise.
You won't mess it up.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the largest round because it does start to go into ovals.
And it gets smaller as well.
Yeah, so you've got small up here. These are brilliant for doing ear hooks, for doing clasps like I did on the back of that necklace. It's brilliant for all of that. And then obviously as you go further along, you can do different things. You can make hoops. So I'm going to go to the biggest one because that should hopefully be about an average size ring.
Okay.
It may not with this type of ring because I'm going to do a lot of wrapping, so it may shrink it.
Okay.
And obviously if you go any higher, you're going into an oval shape, which you don't.
No.
So holding the bead nice and steady, I'm just wrapping. Sorry, we have to lift this up a bit. There we go. It round twice. So I've wrapped it round twice, and it's coming back out where it started from. I've still got. It's a bit difficult to show because you do need the long length of wire. But I've got one at one and one at the other.
That's fine. We can see it good.
Okay, so I'm going to go. Now I'm going to place it so that the next wire is where we just wrapped, so then that way you're going to have a consistent size ring. Okay. And then do it again, so 1, 2. So if we look there, we've got two loops going around there, and so now we just need to basically join it all together.
Yeah, and this is where the creative part
this is
comes
where
in.
you just have a bit of fun with it. Okay, so.
And you sort of bind it together,
yeah,
don't
need
you?
to,
sewing it almost.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I've just taken one of the lengths and I'm just putting it around both the wires, and you will need. So go for it around those pliers. You do have to be gentle because you don't want to try. You've got to try not to mark the wire. You can put some masking tape on your round nose pliers, and that will stop it from marking.
Okay.
Because you have got nylon covered wires,
yeah,
but they're not round nose, they're flat, so they're not really very good for this. Okay, so I'm just going to take it nice and tight just to secure those two wires together. It doesn't have to be really tight because it's going to become part of the design. So you see there, the wires naturally wants to go like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just repeat the same on this side.
Okay.
So I'm going to just go, again, there's no wrong or right way of doing this. So don't worry if you think, oh, I went under instead of over. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Securing the wires. The whole secret to what I do is you've got to just secure everything. As long as it's secured, then it's fine. So there, so they're both secured now. It's looking like a bit of a mess at the moment, but it will turn into something.
Yeah, because you pull it together, don't you?
So if you can see there, the wire wants to go that way, the wire wants to go that way. So I'm going to go with the way of the wire.
Wire.
Don't fight the wire.
Don't fight it.
The wire will win. So if I was to try and do it that way, it wouldn't look as natural as it would if I was to just, I'm just going to go with it. See, it wants to go like that. So I use my fingers, but you can use your pliers. I'll show you how, just pop your pliers in, bring the wire around. You've got a nice little swirl. Bring it to the top. And again, secure. And again, because you know the way that the wire is going, just twirl the wire with your fingers. Okay, and then you've got a side. Okay, so that's just one side there, and I'm just going to try and do the same on the other side. So on this side, I'm going to show you how I've done it using that side I showed you with the pliers. This side, just show you how I do it with my fingers. I just hold.
Both, isn't it?
I tend to use my fingers because it's habit. But if you're not,
if that's how you work, though, you do find ways when you're jewellery making. This is the way you're supposed to do it, but then you'll find ways where it actually becomes easier for you to do it.
And it's how you find it most comfortable.
But however you work.
Yeah, and again, it's also of people got different strengths, like people have got like arthritis and stuff. It is doable, just use your pliers instead. So I'll just show you, I've just used my fingers just to twirl a wire there. It's exactly the same, but I use the pliers on the other side. Again, I'm going to just twirl it round. So pull it nice and tight, because doesn't matter if the wire bends down, because what you want.
I love the way it keeps its colour, even though
yeah,
you're really.
I'm really pulling it, and it's.
That's nice actually, because it's bigger than the others.
Yeah, that was actually my intention with those. But by the time, so you can keep it as minimal or as full on as you want.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go. But what I'm going to do now, the wire again is going this way. So I'm going to follow the wire.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is just pop it through that loop I've already made. So if you can see there, the first loop I made, I'm just popping the wire through that, and then I'm going to pull. And then that will then suddenly secure that part of the ring. Fab. And it's less likely, you're not going to catch it.
Yeah, no, that's a nice...
but it doesn't ruin the design.
No, it's a nice shoulder you've made there, isn't it?
So you see that? Okay, so then this is pretty much how you're
making it look easy.
Again, I mean, if you have got 0.8 wire, practice with the 0.8, if I'm honest with you, because this is a harder wire to
But then it's going to keep
handle.
its shape so much better, isn't it?
But it becomes a really solid ring.
That's the thing. So it's for you if you are already quite good at wire work to make a ring out of. But if not, it's great.
I mean, if you've got practice wire at home, practice with a thinner wire, and then when you feel confident with it, just go for this, because you can see. I mean, I've done two there. They're similar, but
it's such a nice solid
different.
piece.
Each one's out different, So again, I'm gonna. You don't have to go top to bottom. So on this one, I'm actually gonna go right the way over. You can use your pliers if you want, and this actually brings it down at the back, so it almost creates that kind of. I can't explain it, so it's thin at the back and then like that. So it's, and you just squeeze it with your finger. And then so I'll just quickly do a couple more and just show you. This is why you want that long piece of wire, because you want to be able to go all the way around.
Then
I'll show you now.
That's what I want to know.
So, I mean, here, you don't even have to go right over. I'm going to go through a loop. So
Deanna
there.
just went, be patient. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
She's a fiery one, that girl.
Eddie.
Bless you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going around like this, so they will naturally cross. So just bring it round when.
Just that. And you keep your finger.
Going.
What I've noticed, Laura, is that you keep your finger in there the whole time.
Yeah, I hold it
and
really
that's quite.
firm.
That's going to give you a nice mould almost, isn't it?
Yeah. I actually intend. No, I'm doing it.
I just
kind of
actually, and I can see you're putting pressure with whatever finger you've got inside there.
Yeah, I hold it really firm, and so you just work your way around, and so that you're happy. So there, I've got quite a big sort of gap, so I'm just going to bring it right the way around. I'm going to just skip all of that because it just becomes part of the frame.
Yeah,
when you do
God,
that.
that's gorgeous.
And then, so this is the bit you want to see at the end.
Oh, you're going to do something clever with it.
Well, I don't know if I go that far. So I've got the wires are more or less where they're meant to be. Don't worry, even if now it looks a mess, we can straighten it up. Use your fingers, you can mould it with your fingers, you can mould it with your pliers, use the nylon ones for that. Just mould it and just... Then what we're going to do when we get to this bit is do a couple more swirls.
You're doing your swirls with your fingers then?
Yeah, I do. This is why I said it, because it's, for me, how I naturally do it, but you can use your pliers. I do use my pliers to sort of pull it through tight areas. And to finish that off, what I'm going to do is cut it quite short, and then I'm just going to create a spiral. Not even a proper spiral, like, you know, when we do like the small it's just a kind of spiral shape. And what you want to do is kind of tuck it in.
So it's not sharp?
So it's not, it's not sharp, but it's become part of the design. So if you feel there, that even though you just saw me tuck it in, put your finger underneath and above, you can't find that.
Nothing, yeah.
It's merged
Still
in.
Nice and soft.
And then with this end here, again, just repeat. So, you know, here, because I've got quite a short wire, I'm just going to use the pliers to bend that round. And repeat here. Just keep going, and then I'll just show you a very quick trick. You don't want to hammer this because you've got lots of one that's going to be difficult to hammer.
And you've got a gemstone in there.
Yeah. What you do, just use the mandrel. Use your whole hand.
Almost twisting it in.
Yeah, twist. Never ever sort of do this because you could damage it. Just use your hand and just twist it round. I mean, I've got a proper ring mandrel, but this shows how you can do it using this. Yeah. And then use your pliers, use the coated ones if you've got them, and just squeeze around the whole of the ring.
It up.
Yeah, it basically, because you might have a few sort of loops out, if you do it like this, it shapes it all into like a solid shape, and then twist that round. It's a bit wonky because I've done it in a bit of a rush, but you get the point of then, and that should fit. So there
gorgeous.
You go. I used to keep playing about, but that's done in a bit of a rush, but you get the idea.
Can you see?
And you
Have
can
a look
see.
at the shoulders.
Yeah, you can play about, and this will swivel a bit, but once it's on your finger, it'll stay. And then that just goes to show, all done exactly the same, how they can all come out differently.
How gorgeous are they? I love that you've got they're all different heights, actually.
I know. That was my first one.
Look at that.
That was my second one, and that's.
They got you on bigger as you go, and it just goes to show that you can never do the same thing twice, can you? Every piece is individual.
And I will say that with this one, I did it all out of one piece. Out of these two, I actually didn't have enough for one piece, so I actually added wire in. So you can add wire in. So say on this one you think, oh, it's a bit bare here, or I want to build that bit up. Do a little spiral here to join it into this, and then just continue the loop and just tie it. You might only have a piece that long. Tie it in, you might want to do that. Do a couple of swirls here and balance it out. You can, if you look at that and think, oh, I want to balance it out, you can add. Don't think I've ran out of wire, because you can add a piece. Just pop a little spiral, secure it in there, bring it over, and then just finish it off how you want to.
It's a great thing about jewellery making. You can always add, you can always take
add.
away.
So don't look at it and think, oh, I should have used more wire. Or if you're not confident with long lengths of wire, do what you can. Even if you've got big empty gaps, then just add the wire in.
Keep adding it and adding it. Right, let's have another look at the gorgeous jewellery you've made. Don't forget to get on the phone lines very quickly. There is a bit of a queue on the phones at the moment for this one at $24.95. And Laura, when you pay just $24.95 for all of these elements in a kit, you've got to think about your profit margins as well, haven't you? If you're selling on, how much would you sell something like this for, Laura?
For something like that, I would probably sell it for about £25–30, because quite a lot of work went into the pendant.
Actually, I'd say that was cheap.
Yeah.
You're saying because, but I'm like, oh.
Well, no, but I mean, you've got all those beautiful stones on there. I've used the coloured beading wire because it just gives like that depth to it. But the thing is, I mean, if you thought of like Mia, if you were looking for like a nice birthday present or something, I think you could get that for a teenage girl, or you could have it for a really girly girl. Yeah. You could mix it for any age group. Definitely. So I think it's quite sort of good for that.
It's going to be something that's easy to sell on, isn't it? Because of that, because it's quite a versatile design. Anyone can wear it. And the same, in fact, probably the same could be said about any one of these pieces. So anything after this one would be profit. And then you've got your rings, you've got the bangle, which has got a lot of intricate detailing into it. You've got this beautiful necklace. I'm thinking profit margins on this one. And if you are making jewellery to sell on, which most of you are, then you've got to think, when you've got all of these elements, don't forget you've got solid sterling silver with this kit as well. Yeah. $24.95 is such a tiny price to pay when you think about your profit margins. But we don't have that many of this kit, so you've got to be. It's called Pink Delight. It's absolutely gorgeous. And all these colours are fantastic. Now, don't go anywhere. It's Waffarini o'clock. Off you go, Lady Lou.
Okay, this is number 89. And it says, hi everyone, I hope you like this necklace, which I made after watching Gemma on the show last week. I just said that,
didn't I? Gemma Crow inspired.
That's Gemma Crow. She's so inspirational, as are all the guest designers. I plaited 3 strands of the gold beading wire each side, then crimped, and used the crimped cover bead before threading on some creamy yellow argonite rounds, picture jasper corner drilled beads, and puffy coins in bronzite in a weave. Joined at the bottom, making a sort of tassel effect with the beading wire, which I curled using scissors. Please pass on my congratulations to Fee and Lucy on their wonderful news. Love from Teresa in hot and sunny Devon. P.S. I'm indulging in a cream tea tomorrow. Yum.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, lovely. I've got number 91, which looks very much like the kit that we've got for you now. And it just goes to show that naturally these are gemstones you've put together. And there's a rough piece of fluorite next to it. How fab is that from Pam in Bracknell? She says, here is my Wall of Fame necklace, stretchy and earrings, all made from various shapes of fluorite, a few clear quartz and a fluorite pendant with a dolphin I bought some years ago on a not so nice necklace. And that's another great point, is that if you have got anything in your stash already that you bought over the years and you think, I'm never going to wear that again, take it to pieces and add it into your designs. Pam's saying, I hope the move to the new warehouse is progressing well. I look forward to seeing the finished studio as well. So do we. We're all cramped in here. It's like the broom company. Keep up the work and the inspiration from the wonderful designers. Thank you. Regards from Pam Bracknell. Pam, it's gorgeous and you're number 91. Love that.
Okay, this is a bit of lovely peridot by the look of it.
Oh, I love peridot.
Please find attached this week's entry to the Wall of Fame. These earrings have been made from peridot chips, black Chinese jade and pistachio coated copper wire, sorry. The small copper finish beads are from my stash, but the rest is from JM. They seem to have a 1920s look to them, but with the modern twist of the green wire. They would not look out of place in a period drama with a haircut, or am I letting my imagination run away with me again? Hey ho. Thank all of the clever designers and entertaining presenters for me. I love the inspiring ideas they keep on producing. All the best to Lucy and Fee with their additions and hope to see a new baby range come in soon. Kindest regards, Diana.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Really
I love peridot so much. My favourite combination, peridot and pearls.
Yeah.
I've got number 103, and it's using lava rock, which a lot of you got for the first time when we had that crazy online sale. And it's from I bought the lava rock last week, and I've put it with some topaz from my stock. I also used the plastic tubes from the string they arrived on, and it just goes to never throw anything away. I love this, and it makes me smile. Hope it does the same for you. Love the show from Annette. Annette is gorgeous. Number 103. Now we're going to go to a very quick break. We are back with more gorgeous kits. Let's show you how to enter the Wall of Fame.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Watto, join Vicky and Hannah Roxbury on Friday the 14th of September as we're having a 1940s retro day. Learn all the styles and design tips as we recreate jewellery from this iconic time. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Hello, hello! How gorgeous is Ruth? She's gorgeous. Now don't forget we're launching today edition 3 of your Wirework. Before edition 3, so even more intricate. If you're ready to take your Wirework designs to another level, then this is the DVD you must get. And we're launching it today for the first ever time. Later on, not right now. We've also got for you a fabulous wire bundle, including your gizmo, your edition 1 DVD, 10 meters of 0.4. You've got all the different colors of wire. That's coming up for you a little bit later. We're gonna kick off with a 3-strand pack of gorgeous gemstones. Have a look. And I think you need these in your stash. You need your blacks and whites for the monochrome look. I think the monochrome look is a really important one. to incorporate in your jewellery making designs, because everybody can wear blacks and whites, and it's an ageless gemstone, isn't it? Black rutile quartz. Anybody can wear black rutile quartz. And because you've got those blacks and whites, just take so many different places with them. You can make jewellery for the over 30s, you can make jewellery for the teenagers, you can make jewellery for absolutely anybody with a black and white gemstone, can't you? I just think this is very, very versatile. Now, this strand was new in just a couple of days ago. Isn't it gorgeous? Your black agate, you've got the rice beads and the rounds, the 4mm rounds. So you've got your black and white there. Let's add a splash of very subtle colour and give you a gemstone that you've got to have in your autumn stash. Really subtle whispers of soft autumn colours. You've got the greys, you've got burnt oranges, but they're really soft. They've got wonderful clarity. This is a fabulous strand to add a little splash of texture, because you've got the stripes running through each gemstone. You've got the sparkle coming from those facets. And you've got that very soft hint of colour. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Really gorgeous, I like it a lot. Now have a look with these rice beads. Isn't it nice to have a strand? Laura, what would you do with this? Have you seen this strand? It was new last week.
I've not seen that strand, but I've worked with a strand similar. That have had longer rice beads, and they look beautiful just as a drop.
They're very elegant, aren't
yeah,
they?
I had, you can either do a bit of chaining and have them hanging from the chain, especially that size, because they're a bit smaller than the ones I worked with.
Yeah.
Or you could just, again, I'm a bit of a fan of the tassel, so you just have it hanging down with a tassel. And I did one once with gold wire wrapped around.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what
bead.
colour, because it goes with it, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
But black and gold just looks really stunning together. So
I love that you've got these little tiny ones in the middle. You can make a flower out of these, couldn't you?
You could do loads with those. Yeah, you could make a nice sort of like 5-petal flower, just have it as a focal
on an
there.
asymmetric.
Yeah, there's absolutely loads. They're really versatile, beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous? Now have a look with the black rutile quartz. These are big rounds. These are the biggest rounds of black rutile quartz I've seen. They're 12mm. The black rutilations are actually caused by tourmaline, which is one of the birth gemstones of October. And I just think it's a gemstone that gives you texture, pattern, and a focal point to any of your jewellery. It's a nice big gemstone. Have a look with that beautiful colour. I just love it. I love Botswana agate because it is subtle, and but it's also quite dramatic at the same time. The sparkle's incredible. 0800 644 655. This is a wonderful 3-strand pack for your autumn winter collections. We're going to give you such a fantastic price on this one. Get yourself on the phone lines. Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Shop online with us this morning, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com, or come through on the phone lines. 0800 644 655. The Misty Mountain 3-strand pack, brand new in today, at £17.95 for 3 very focal gemstones. And I say focal in the fact that I think they will create any one of these a nice focal point for any individual piece, or you can put them all together. £17.95. We've got 150 carats in the Botswana agate, and the faceted rounds are 8mm, 410 carats in the black rutile plain rounds, and they're 12mm. So they're our biggest plain rounds that we've seen, and 220 carats in your black agate rice beads. They are 30 by 10, and the little plain rounds are 4mm. And we don't have that many 4mm beads, so you can create a really nice beady bead with those as well, can't you? They can stay in the middle, you can separate them. They're gorgeous. Brand new in today for £17.95. EWG C28 is the item. There is a little queue on the phone lines, please bear with it. The black rutile quartz is not available individually, and these are the biggest plain rounds. Think about these with Shambhala style bracelets, and this is one of the most popular gemstones we've had recently, so make sure you're quick. Just look at those natural inclusions, and you know, with this gemstone, it's the inclusions that make it interesting. It's the inclusions that make you love it. Aren't they gorgeous? They're like brush strokes, aren't they? For £17.95. Have a look at all of those gemstones. Think about how you're incorporating them in your jewellery designs as well. Less than £6 a strand. Black rutile quartz of that size, there's no way we'd find that for anywhere near. It's small. It's an £8.95, £9.95 gemstone, isn't it? Isn't it fab? Can be above that. The Botswana agates are the finest agate we've seen. And that gorgeous strand of black agate, the rice beads are 30 by 10 and the 4mm plain rounds. Don't forget you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Definitely an idea to be bulk buying in that one. Right, don't forget we've got our Zambian amethyst plain rounds coming up for you today as an exclusive brand new strand. Have a look at those. Look at that. Said to be the richest amethyst of them all. And it's a brand new strand. Coming up for you a little bit later. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Right now, we are gonna give you the wire bundle. Have a look at what we've got here. Now, if you've never ever worked with wire before, this bundle will come with the Gizmo Wirework Basics DVD. Now, it's really important, I think, to explore every single avenue of jewellery making because as a business person, you've got to make sure you know everything about each area. You can specialise in some areas, but I do think it's important to at least have a go at each and every one because you can incorporate wire work with other aspects of jewellery making. It could be your resin beads, it could be your beading work, it could be any element, it could be the polymer clay. You can add any one of these elements into wire work, and wire work's really important. I think wire work is definitely something that you do as a jeweller. You're taking your skills from jewellery maker to jeweller when you're making your own findings, when you're doing your own pendant bales. That's definitely the job of a jeweller, isn't it? I do think it's an important part of being a very good jewellery maker. Would you agree, Laura?
Yeah, I think it just gives a whole new level to what you make because obviously if you can make your own earring hooks and if you can make your own findings, and also you can then make it, especially if you're using coloured wire, you can make it to suit what you're doing and it will all match, and it gives that little bit more of a sort of personal touch as well, I think.
Definitely, you're putting your own personal stamp on your jewellery.
And it makes someone stand out when they're wearing, especially with the Gizmo work, when you're wearing something that's been made with a Gizmo, people are going to notice it because it can be quite bolder, bright and bold, so yeah.
And it just looks so neat and tidy. That's another thing that I think is really important. When you use the Gizmo, if you're just new to using wire work, you will love the way, no matter what you make, it looks neat and tidy and it looks finished and it looks professional. And I think not only will you love that, but your customers will love it too. Because I think when you're buying something and it does look put together, even if it's an intricate design that's all out there and there's loads of texture and, you know, it looks put together professionally, if you like. And you can see that just from the pendant that's on the front. You can see how that's been done using the Gizmo wire and created using a technique that you will see on the DVD. So if you are new to wire work, maybe you're new to jewellery making, this is an essential part of jewellery making, I think. Now you also get, even if you're not new to wire work and you're ready, and maybe you've started wire work, you don't have the DVD, or you're ready to push your wire work skills that little bit further, you've been making your own findings maybe, the Gizmo. Now this is constantly in and out of stock. Right now, within this bundle, it's in stock. So I'd be on the phone right now. So you've got your Beading Basics DVD, which is individually just under £5 on the website. You've also got your Gizmo. You use your Gizmo a lot?
I do. I don't use it because, I mean, Rachel Norris does more of the Gizmo work. I use mine, I like to make little coils. So I use mine to actually make little coils to frame things, and then I do and stuff with it.
Yeah, but that's the great thing about it.
Yeah, I do love using the coils and making the coloured coils. So
I love it. And you've got the two different holes there for two different sizes of your coils. Now you also get in this kit 10 metres of 0.4 blue wire. Laura, with 0.4, that's what you're using to fill in the frames when you're doing wire work, is it? When
I do wire work, yeah, I use it a lot for doing weaving. On the first wire work DVD, I use it for the Tree of Life and for weaving of like the Lucy cuff. The pendant that I did in the first kit, that was using 0.4 to do that weave in the middle there, because it gives it a bit of a thicker substance. You can use a 0.25, but that's very fine, so you have to do a lot more because obviously it's thinner, but that will give a substance to a pendant as well.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
A bit of a depth. And now with 0.4 and 0.25, they're great for using with macrame, aren't they? So here we're seeing wire work mixing with another technique like macrame, and you can, or French knitting, you can use it with that.
Crochet,
it looks amazing with crochet and French
Viking knit as well.
Yeah. Make your own chains out of it.
Yeah, loads.
It's just wonderful.
And it's also very good for pearls as well because it's thin enough to go through it, but it's strong enough to be able to make links. So if you want to make like a beaded, like make your own links on each pearl or something small like that, it will be strong enough to do that.
So a very versatile wire, a 0.4, and an essential if you're wire working. 0.8. Now, we were speaking to Laura earlier about 0.8. Laura's saying if you're starting off making rings, 0.8 is the one that she would go with because it's easier to manipulate 0.8 and it's still strong. You can use 0.8 in frames. You can use 0.8 to make your own findings. Can you make your own jump rings out of 0.8? Is it a little bit thick?
You can. I wouldn't make chainmail as such out of the 0.8 purely because it's not. It's better to use the 1 mil. It's perfect for that. I did some chainmail last night with purple 1 mil. But to make your own, so say you want to make a pair of earrings and just have a little jump ring for it to hang from, is perfect for things like that.
Fab. And 0.8 is great for...
You can do findings, good for earring hooks. So you can make your own earring hooks.
Earring hooks, yeah.
It's a perfect...
perfect thickness.
Yeah.
So you got your 0.8 there as well. How much 0.8 do you get, Deanna? Probably got it in front of me. You get 10 metres. And you also get 10 metres of 0.6. What about 0.6 with the gold wire? I love it. I absolutely love it. Especially essential for Christmas time. You get the gold and the red. 0.8 is the red and the purple is a 0.6. So is the gold. 0.6, Laura, what's that used for?
Well, like I said to you then with those rice beads from that kit, that three-strand pack, perfect for wrapping around them if you want to just add a bit of foam.
And you want it to be nice and solid.
Yeah, and it's
great
easy to
for
handle.
wrapping.
Yeah, and good to handle as well. And it's good for, it's actually good, it sounds wrong, but as a practice wire. So say like that ring, for example, you want to get used to swirling it and you want to make it. Because as long as you layer it up, you can do it.
Oh, it could be strong enough for a ring?
Yeah, something like the ring that I just made, the thicker ring. But as long as you're making several layers, because of the fact that you're using quite a lot of it, it will build a thickness up. But it's really easy to use. So it's really good if you're practicing. So say like I do wire sculpture pendants, I use 0.8 for wire sculpture pendants. But again, if you're not used to handling or you want to get used to it, do a practice, you still make a beautiful piece that is completely usable. Yeah. But it's easier to handle and then you can move on to the thicker wire. So it's perfect for that. I mean, it's perfect for going on a gizmo though. It's completely different use on a gizmo. Makes beautiful coils.
Beautiful coils on that 0.6. You get 2 reels of that. So you got your 0.4, you've got your gizmo, and you've got your DVD. You get all of this. Let me talk you through it. You get your wire calling gizmo, you get 10 metres of purple wire on a 0.6, 10 metres of red on a 0.8, you get your copper coloured coated brass wire on your 0.8, you've got your wire gizmo basics DVD, 10 metres of your gold and 10 metres of your blue, 0.6 and 0.4. Brand new in today, RJG C37, all for under £15. Imagine if this is a way to further your business. Imagine doing it for under £15. New in today. You've got to be really, really quick. At that price tag, you've just got such an insane deal. I want you to think about how much value this is going to add to your piece of jewellery. I want you to think about what you're going to make. I want you to think about how many customers are going to love your brand new pendants and how it gets your excitement going all again. If you've been doing beading with basics for a long time and you just think, I need a new avenue to explore, this is a great way of furthering your business. And what other businesses do you know where you can explore a whole new dimension for £15? This really is a wonderful deal. RJG C37 is your item code. Be really, really quick on this one. Let's go over to Laura and see what she's making with... Have you got the whole bundle that I've got here, have you?
No. I'm just going to show how to use the gizmo. So I don't need to use that. I'm just using some wire from here, so that's fine.
Let's go over. And you get the gizmo, don't forget, and the DVD and everything you need to get started on this fabulous new hobby of yours. Now, maybe you are already into a bit of wire work, because I did it. I got some wire and I started making swirls. That's the first thing I ever did. Yeah. And when I did it, I thought, I love it. I love it. So therapeutic. I never had the DVD then. I've watched all the DVDs now. I just think there are so many wonderful opportunities.
You can just do so, and you can create
opens up a whole new.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, Rachel tends to do more gizmo work than I do, but then we both use wire in completely different ways. She makes these massive, like, amazing wire work things with the gizmo, whereas I tend to do it more just as it is. But this is just a coiled bead that I've just made. So I'm just going to show you, I've used 2 different colours there, just to show you how you can put the 2 colours on. It's done quickly.
Can we pop it there and then, there we are. There we are.
It's not very neatly done, but it's just to show
it is, what are you talking about?
But I'm going to show...
neat. That's the great thing about gizmos, they make it look neat.
Yeah, and it's so easy. And what I use, sorry, when was that? I tend to use to get coils for, I use a very thin, I've made it out of 1mm wire, which you've got in there, which is perfect. And actually I can show you.
Run it through the middle?
I'm going to show you very quickly something. Oh, I don't know where I put my black wire.
What do you want? You can use some of
I'll
mine.
use one of that.
Use
okay,
one of mine,
so you've got 1mm wire here.
It's going to sell out, you've got to be quick.
You've got 1mm? Oh no, you haven't got 1mm.
Yeah, there is a 1mm in there. There's not 0.8.
No, it's 0.8. If you've got a 1mm wire at home,
there's 1mm.
You can use your own, let me show you how to make, let's point it there. How to make your own. If you want like a longer coil, rod, use the 1mm because it holds its shape better.
You need to check your buckets out online. You'll miss out to a telephone caller.
I'll show you.
Just got to put that in there.
Very quickly.
Okay.
Replicate with this. So this is good. This is 0.8, so it's not going to hold. If you've got 1mm.
You're making your own gizmo.
And you've just got your own gizmo, then you can make it as long as you want. Okay, so, but I'd use 1mm, this is 0.8, I'd use 1mm because this will bend, but 1mm will work. And then you can make even smaller coils. So you've got your 2 different thicknesses there. I use it for,
run it through the...
yeah, and I use it for making pendants and then making a really tiny little coiled bead like that, but really little, and adding it in a wirework pendant, so it looks really nice like that. And also for chains as well, so say you're making a chain, you could just put a load of coils down there and it just gives a different texture, really. Okay, let's see how to use the gizmo that comes with the kit. Now. So you get the 2 different rods for 2 different thicknesses. Yeah, I'm going to use the thin one for this. I used the thick one for that, I'm going to use the thin one for this. So I've put the thin one in, and what I'm going to do is I use it from the coil, from the reel. I don't cut it off. And then, everyone says that, never cut it off. No, don't cut it off. And then I'm just going to wrap it 3 times around this part here, just to secure it. Okay, and then holding it in your hand, what you have to do is I hold the wire really close to the actual frame. So if you see that, I'm holding it. So when I turn the rod, make sure you get it past the bend, otherwise it'll want to go up the bend. So where there's the curve there, so get it past the curve. So just do a couple to start it. And then hold it nice and tight. I'm actually holding this wire tight in my hand. Okay. Okay. This does have a little option for you to be able to screw it to a piece of wood. That's what that little hole's for. But if you don't, just hold it in your hand. But then you can't take it with you anywhere. No. Don't screw it up. So what I'm doing is holding this wire tight with my hand, but tight enough for the wire to come through. Sit on the sofa and do this, Laura. Yeah. And then because it's there nice and tight against there, so it'll create a nice coil. So just doing it like that, see? But because I'm holding it here, it's got a nice tension. So you can do this as fast. I'm just going to whiz through this one quickly. It's now gone and sold out the kit. I'm not surprised. So I'm just going to do a nice little length here. How neat it is though, that coil. Yeah, and that's because I'm holding it tight there, and I've got this right up against the frame there. So if you see, there's no gap, so it can't go anywhere. If you let it go a bit and then you go a bit like this, it does happen. Curl. Don't worry, just go like that. Right. And so if you do find, because I've done it, I get a bit carried away and then I look, there's a few little gaps. You can just squidge it back up. But it's best to try and avoid that by just doing that. So there's a little coil there, and it's so quick, and once you get on the flow, you can do a really big coil. And then what I do is I tend to leave little tails. So just there. Unwrap it. Code for the early bird is on your screen right now because people were asking for the clear quartz, and you can so use that with this wire. Look amazing, wouldn't it? Because I've wrapped it so tight, you just give it a wiggle and it will come off. It's because I've wrapped it really tight. Now some people would now put another wire through so I'm going to just bend it. Is that what you do? Yeah, you do need a core. Some people. Some people. You do need a core. Okay. Sorry about this, it's because I've wrapped it really tight. Well, you were showing us. It's all about pressure. There we go. Comes off fine. There we go. So we've got a nice little coil there. If that happens, don't worry, we're just done. You can. The good thing about wires, you can always manipulate it. Yeah, and so there's a nice little coil there. Okay, now what you're going to do is, it looks really good when you choose 2 different colours. I love this with the purple, the fuchsia pink. So what I'm going to do, put the bead on the wire first. So
So put the gizmo bead you've just made.
Yeah, just the coil, sorry, on the wire first. Slide it down and then repeat it. So wrap it a couple of times. Make sure you don't stab yourself with the wire, because it does happen.
Don't stab yourself.
Don't stab yourself. Now I just use 0.6 to do that, and I'm using 0.8 now to make the bead.
Okay, you get both 0.6
So we
and
get both of
0.8
them
with
in
your
there.
kit.
So again, start a couple of wraps. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a couple of wraps. So I've got a little part there where I've just started.
Okay.
And I'm going to slide this up. And the reason I don't cut the ends off is because I wrap it round slightly and then I can snip it off after.
I see.
And now you have to go
What
a bit.
are you doing? It's like knitting.
Go a bit slow because it needs to capture.
You're blending them in.
Yeah, that's right. I just checked which way my wire was going. That's all. Just twirl. And because the wire's on there,
Look at what you're doing. That's amazeballs.
I'm not holding it. And
Oh my gosh.
and then go and again count.
Is that a normal thing that people do?
Yes,
I've never
really
seen that.
easy. 3, 4. Okay, there you go. Slide it off. Okay,
Is that a normal thing? They're all laughing at me because I was like, I've never seen
normal?
that.
Yeah, it's really easy.
I thought you just did it and then slotted it in, if I'm honest.
No,
Do you know what I mean? With the David Blaine of Jewellery Maker, apparently.
Have I? Okay. And there you have a nice, and so then just to tidy that up, just snip off the ends that you've got, because just be careful where you're cutting, and then you can just squeeze it flat so you don't have any sticky out bits.
Yeah.
And then you can do that.
Wow.
And then you can just do, and the reason, like I said, I kept that one on was because it helps anchor it. It's all personal preference. And then just snip it off nice and tight. And then this looks really good if you do like a long length of it. So.
And that'll stay on there, won't it?
Yeah.
It's all nice
and then what you do is put that again through.
You go to town.
You have to have, it has to have a core.
Yeah.
So if you imagine that, I mean, that would be all right, but it will bend out of shape like this.
Yeah.
Which is good, you could put a bead in
You could
it.
actually make something really cool
You
out
could
of
put a
that.
bead in that, look, see?
Yeah.
And then set a bead in and then put a piece of wire right through there, through the bead and through there. So that would look
Gorgeous.
really cool. But that, it looks really good if you had a bracelet, say, had a
Yeah.
nice long piece like that, a bead, and then another piece, that's a really nice bracelet. And with the light and the dark blue, obviously that's just what I've chose, but you've got
but I like that.
You've got the lovely colour combos here. And that's really easy to make. And if I can just very quickly show you a really, really, really funky thing. I haven't got a film, I don't know if I've done my film one. A quick and easy, I saw
I've got
it.
0.4 here.
Oh no, it's not about my rod. I've just put my rod down somewhere. Pop it on here, and this is really good. It's completely different. Again, I did see Rachel do this, so I'll give credit to Rachel. Do a bead like this, so as if you're starting a coil. And then you need to just let the wire go. And you just tend to,
They're laughing at me because I'm like this at you.
what you do is you can, if I reverse it this way, I can't get it right.
Love it. I'm well into wire. I think, do you know, I think it's very therapeutic, wire work.
It is very few.
Because you have to concentrate.
And then what you can do is you can just wrap it around like this.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm
Just going crazy.
Wrap it around like this, and then around like this, and then around like this.
Just freehand.
But you're making, I'll cut a length of wire off, that'd be easier.
Okay.
Move that out of the way. Around like this.
What is this going to turn into?
It turns into a nice like wire looked bead. So if you're doing it like this and wrapping it round and wrapping it round, you can do it with a gizmo, but it's not working for me today. And then you just do it like this. You've got like a nice little wire bead.
Yeah.
So you just do it loosely like that, look. And then when you've done it like that, when you take it off, you've got like a nice wire bead. That's a bit of a messy version, but if you were doing it properly,
You hold it down here so that everyone can see.
you cut the ends off so you can actually see what I've done. So if you pop that on, it obviously do it a bit neater than that.
Fab, let's lift it up a little bit. That's it. Can we see? Thank you, darling.
That's a bit of a messy one, but if you see it
No,
there,
I like it because it's nice to have those. It's just a lot of texture and it feels more organic, doesn't it?
I mean, you would do that a bit, spend a bit more time than that. I was just rushing it, but you get the idea. Just wrap it around a couple of times. You don't have to use the gizmo on the little contraption bit. You just use the rod and then just use it
actually,
to sort of freehand. And
start with the contraption because it's easier.
Get started.
And then when you're sat at home on your sofa, you just do things naturally, don't you? It's like riding a bike in the air. You just do it, you know, without thinking.
And you, like I say, you could have a bead, one of those. There's loads. Imagine if you had sort of like a bead there, and then there's loads you can do.
You can just create so much design, and that's what it is, isn't it? It's design work when you're using wire, and really take inspiration from Laura, from any one of our designers who use wire, because honestly, the possibilities are limitless when you're thinking about using your own findings, making your own links. Unfortunately, that kit has now gone and sold out. A lot of people are asking for it, and some of you who didn't check out your baskets have missed out. I'm really sorry if you're watching the repeats. You can see the details for your early bird on screen right now, £8.95, and it's a great gemstone to incorporate with your wire work, because you'll see all that wonderful wire from within that clear quartz. The clarity on that clear quartz is amazing, wasn't it? £8.95 your price tag for that. Yeah, unfortunately, the wire work bundle has now gone and sold out.
I'm not
Well
surprised.
done to everybody that got it. Right.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to go and leave you to your challenge.
Thank you.
Which I can see is coming along very nicely.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, my
You're
darling.
welcome.
We're going to go back on over, and we've got for you lots of solid sterling silver. You get a big bundle of solid sterling silver. Now, we've been talking quite a lot about making Christmas gifts and things like that. I do think Laura's about to start her Christmas. So many of you you're already done. When we're doing anything creative and crafty, and you know that you're going to have a big Christmas rush in, you are already doing it now. Now, if you're just tuning in for the first time thinking, what's she talking about Christmas for? Because even if you're card making, anything like that, you're ready for Christmas now, aren't you? You're ready to start doing your Christmas pieces. When you are making gifts, I think it's really important for two reasons to have solid sterling silver, especially with earring findings and things like that. Number one, allergies. If you're buying gifts for people and you know they've got an allergy, even if you're using hypoallergenic copper or anything like that, if you're buying a gift, you always think, no, it's got to be solid sterling silver. Number two, if you're working with very precious gemstones like emeralds, we bought you some emeralds last week, we bought you some sapphire strands as well. I think you've got to put real gold or real silver with those, just to the pure respect to the gemstones. I'd say the same about pearls as well. Now, I do think you are going to have to obviously get in as many findings and things like that as you can ready for the Christmas rush. When you've got solid sterling silver, I think your clients and customers will respect you that little bit more for the fact that you're using them. Laura, is it important for you to have solid sterling silver in your collections?
Yeah, a lot of time I find if I use the plated wire and I'll do a design out of the plated wire, a lot of people will say to me, oh, can you do this in sterling silver? How much would it be in sterling silver? So I find that if I've got something in plated, even like ears, I always say this can be done in a sterling silver version for X amount. So say, you know, or
you're going to bump the price up a little bit.
Well, yeah, it's got to
silver.
because of the price of silver at the moment. But yeah, it's always nice to be able to offer the silver alternative of things. So I find that a lot of people like that option.
And I think when you're buying a gift for somebody, pearls are very popular as gifts at Christmas time. And if guys are buying it for their wives or girlfriends or anybody special, it's got to be sterling silver, hasn't it?
Oh,
I think.
Definitely. And it makes them feel a bit special as well, don't they? That,
yeah,
you know,
for that special gift.
And it's something that, that sounds wrong, but men know sterling silver.
Yeah.
So they don't, like my husband gets a bit scared of jewellery and stuff, obviously not now because he's surrounded by it all the time, but, you know, he knows sterling silver, 9 carat gold. That's good, because that's a man's weight.
Yeah,
sorry if I don't mean to. That's how he thinks.
Yeah, and they know, right? Okay, that's quality. I'm going to buy it. And actually, what I do think about men is they do spend the money on things. They only have to spend it once.
Yeah.
Whereas us women are like, get it, we love loads of different bargains and stuff like that. But I do think with men, if you say to men, look, you're selling at a jewellery party or you're selling at a craft fair, you say to that guy, look, these are pearl earrings in silver, they're going to last forever. They could be an heirloom. And just as likely, if you're going and you're doing bridal pieces, they have to be solid sterling silver because these are heirlooms you're creating, aren't they? Absolutely, it's really important. Look at all of these findings. You have 10 sterling silver flat head pins, the smaller ones, the 30mm with a 2mm heads. You've got a pack of 30 eye pins, 25mm. You've got a solid sterling silver ball head pins. 40mm, and there's a pack of 20 of those, and you get a pack of 20 sterling silver eye pins. Now you've got so much in this kit. So you've got your eye pins, your flathead pins, all different shapes and size, all different sizes. Now be on your guard for these. We don't have a massive amount of them. Now is definitely the time. You are buying a lot more silver elements from us, and I think it's because of the Christmas time jewellery that you are making. 0800 644 644. I love Christmas.
You're allowed to talk about Christmas X Factors on.
Why?
Because once X Factor starts, you know it's coming up to Christmas. Because
so is that your jewellery making? That's how you.
No, that's just how I relate to Christmas coming. Because when X Factor starts,
Christmas.
Yeah,
you're right.
It runs right up to Christmas.
I get it.
So you know when X Factor starts, that's it, right up to Christmas.
I better start Christmas shopping, Laura.
Yeah,
you better start Christmas shopping. Grab this in your stash because you are going to need solid sterling silver. It's the Pincushion Collection FXG C14 is your item code. Brand new in today, not going to last, I don't think. All for under £30. Look at all of the elements of silver that you get. Have a look at all of this. You get in this kit 10, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 pieces of solid sterling silver. 80 elements, 80 elements of solid sterling silver for under £30. A really great opportunity for you. £29.95. Eye pins and head pins, you need them, don't you, Laura? They're an absolute essential.
Well, yeah, and like I said, if you've made something like even if it's a simple pair of drop of earrings and you've used your plated findings, if someone says, oh, I really love them, but oh, I need it to be sterling, or it's going to be a gift, what would it be in sterling? Then you've got it there, and you can just say,
you can make it, in fact, on site.
Yeah, especially if you're at somewhere like a craft fair or something. I've done a party. I've only done a couple of parties, but I had my stash of sterling silver with me.
Yeah.
And I also had some beads with me as well. And I sort of said, you know, if you want anything, there's some
so personalised
simple, it's just simple sort of round beads, you know. But I've got I can do them in sterling for you or whatever, and you've got that option to offer. And you can add that quality then.
Apparently we got more than I counted. You know I'm no mathematician. I counted a 10 pack of sterling silver small flat head pins, that's 10. 30. Oh, you get 2 of those. Oh, so why is it saying a 10? It's a 20 pack then, isn't it? Hang on a minute, you get more than that, a 20 pack. Oh, she's gonna add it all up for me. I've got the wrong information. You get more than 80 pieces. This is crazy. And it's so good to have solid sterling silver in your stash. It really is, especially if where do you sell your jewellery, Laura? Is it online or?
I do, I've got a Facebook page, so I
do a lot of this that way because that's free networking, isn't it?
Yeah, I've recently gone self-employed to do this sort of full time now. So yeah, I'm really sort of putting out everything that I make on Facebook, you know, a bit on my personal page as well now, because I never really used to, but now I'm like, no, actually I'm putting it on my Facebook.
Doing it. No overheads.
Yeah, I have got a website, and I'm also, there's a couple of online sort of shops that you can go on, so I'm trying to sort of sell
You're doing that as well?
Yeah, so trying to just sort of get your name out there really. And
a lot of people do jewellery parties. Is that something you've done?
I've done one and it was actually very successful, but now that things can calm down. I've had a really manic couple of weeks. I've not been able to sort, but now I'm going to start planning things. I'm going to start trying to do a
jewellery
couple.
Parties, definitely.
I've got a friend who's got about 100 friends, and she's like, "I'll have a party for you." I've got lots of friends, so I'm going to do a party for her probably, and also a couple of like fairs or sort of like a, you know, a charity event or something like that.
So many clairvoyant nights have jewellery. because of the connection between gemstones, I guess,
Yeah,
that I've been to. I
yeah.
know we're not really allowed to talk about stuff like that, but we were talking about it
We
earlier,
were, yeah.
weren't
Well,
we?
there's a shop in Bristol we were saying that do a bit of everything. It's a coffee shop. It does a bit. It sells a bit of jewellery. It sells stones and a bit of everything. And I've done a stall down there before last Halloween, as I was saying. There was clairvoyant and stuff there. But there was like a nice little mix. So there was like me. There was a virgin. Makeup person there.
Other makeup brands are available, such as Estee Lauder and Chanel.
Yeah.
That's fine now.
You know.
I thought you were going to say something else, to be honest, so that was all right.
No, there were other stalls there, such as those. And it was just nice. It was a nice little mix. It was friendly because it was all local people, and you had people coming in, and it's a really good chance. It was around about Halloween time, so people were looking for Christmas presents, and so
Actually, that's imminent Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really imminent.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what I love about winter. There's a lot of party situations we can get ourselves into. $29.95. Did we add up all of the silver elements to this kit, Deanna? OMG, Nichols, 120. 120! Loads of you up for this when you thought it was 80. There's 120. I'll be skipping around the front room. Oh my word, under £30 for the Pincushion collection for 120 elements of solid sterling silver essentials. You need these for jewellery making. Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. How fantastic is that price tag? It's wonderful, isn't it? Now make sure you're checking out your baskets online. A few people are missing out in today's show through not checking out the baskets. Just to confirm to you, the Wirework bundle, I'm so sorry, has gone and sold out. There are still some people with them in their baskets. I'm so sorry. You're not going to be able to get them because they've all gone and sold out. We are going to now I've been waiting to give you this. I absolutely love it. Massive Botswana agate gems. Now, Laura, are you doing some big chunky pieces ready for autumn, winter? Because I do think people tend to wear chunkier gemstones in the winter because we wear chunky clothes in the winter.
Yeah. I think, again, they're good for rings, they're good for nice little earrings. It's a project on the next DVD, actually, of doing a caged bead.
Yeah.
And that's a lovely size to do a nice caged bead, so you put a lot of wire around it, and then you have a tassel coming down, so it's things like that. Or even if you're not into wire, just have one of those hanging down, again, with a tassel or without a tassel. You know, it's very the thing at the moment is to have the long necklaces.
Gem, isn't it?
Yeah, and because it's so beautiful, you don't necessarily need lots of them.
No, do you know what I'm thinking? You know how you wear jumper dresses in the winter? Imagine a jumper dress on because you get so much chain with a lot of our kits.
Yeah.
Chain, big piece of Botswana agate, more chain, big piece of Botswana agate. You'd have like 4 of them, but it'd be a big look, you know? I do love it just simply like this. I wouldn't put it on a stretchy because these are heavy.
Yeah, I'd
put them on something with a clasp, maybe a T-bar clasp or something like that, or a
sometimes it can stretch. I've got that where I've got
because they stretch, don't they? And you can only wear them a couple of times and then
they kind of slide down, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, but actually, I think it's a great thing to have a heavy gemstone. You could probably put one in an earring, but you wouldn't want much else in them.
No.
Shoulder duster earrings on a long piece of chain, which could accommodate a very heavy gemstone like this. They are beautiful, and what I love about this strand, look at the array of colours that you get. I'm a big fan of Botswana agate because I think it's a very wearable gemstone. I love the fact you've got vanillas in there, you've got greys in there, you've got smokies in there. Look at the patterns. They're 16 mil rounds. They're the biggest Botswana agates we've had, and you've got 700 carats. Big, chunky, fabulous. If you created one chunky bracelet, you could then have a matching long necklace to go over a jumper dress. This is an absolute winter essential gemstone. Get yourself on the phone lines 0800 644 or the ws.jewellerymaker.com. We're going to give you an absolutely wicked deal, but you've got to be really, really quick for it because this is a limited edition, brand new in strand of one of our most popular gemstones, 700 carats, and this is definitely gemstone, brand new in today. 0800 644 655. Are you ready for an awesome deal? Y84 is your item code for under £20. You get a massive statement gemstone, a brand new, never seen before strand, a limited edition strand, an absolutely gorgeous strand. Think about your profit margins now. How much would you charge for a big chunky bracelet? And then a matching necklace. You'd have loads left, by the way. It's a very, very long strand. £19.95 your price tag, and it's brand new in today. Those smoky tones, those wonderful textures that you're getting from the stripes. And don't forget, this is a genuine gemstone, is this?
If you've got this bundle here with the gold and the bronze colour.
So if you bought your Wirework bundle, Laura was saying?
And you did a bead like I did earlier, like that.
Yeah.
I was saying to you about doing the bracelet.
So the coil we've done,
the coil there and there, and then just have one of them in the middle.
Just one, because it's massive.
Yeah.
These are massive gemstones.
That would just make that nice focal. Those two colours, which would bring out any, well, all of them would really.
Definitely perfect for Botswana.
But definitely those. And you just have it as a coil going around like that. Have just one in the middle, maybe wrap a swirl around it, and then you've got a beauty. And how many could you make out of that?
Gosh, loads. This is a very long strand, actually, and Laura's just saying it's a really great, a fine example of a gemstone that's perfect to wire wrap. We are now down to limited quantities of these. It does look like we're about to sell out. £19.95. I will keep you updated throughout today's show. 700 carats of beautiful Botswana agate. The plain rounds, don't forget, a 16mm. There is a little queue on the phone lines. I'm so sorry about that, but you're loving this strand, and I can't blame you. It's a free phone number because we love you. 0800 644 655. If you're calling from your landline, it is free. And if you want to get involved with us online, it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com, but don't forget to check out your baskets. Everybody gets a 30-day money-back guarantee. Use your debit card or your credit card. Brand new in today, and now very limited. This could be the last time, the last opportunity for you to grab this strand. Now we're going to move on. Oh, it's gorgeous. Very, very limited, mind you. I love that. I've got another gorgeous bundle to give you. Don't forget, we've got our new Wirework DVD coming up today. Never, ever done before. Did you do this one?
I did do that one,
You did do it, so you can talk to us about it a little bit later.
I can try.
Brand new edition 3 Wirework DVD. Not coming up yet, but in a little bit. Oh, I dropped it. Like gold dust, that. Now, have a look. I'm in love with this already, and I shall tell you for why. I look at these gems. Frosty morning, we know they're imminent. Have a look. We had a little bit of a tease over the weekend of summer, didn't we? It was like, woo! Then I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, there's a slap in the face. It was raining again. What's that about? Come on.
It was foggy on Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday.
It
was really early morning. I got up
really
early road, and it was thick fog, but then it was boiling hot.
Yeah.
Have a look. Have a look at these gemstones. Wonderful. Sparkle quartz. Now I've got something extremely exclusive to show you in this wonderful strand. I speak to you of Madagascan amethyst. How beautiful. In this lavender amethyst, Madagascan lavender amethyst. Now last week we launched for you, for the first time, Madagascan rose quartz. Madagascan rose quartz has the richest pink. Now with this lavender amethyst, it all sold out, we don't have any left. Madagascan lavender amethyst works so well with your Madagascan rose quartz. It is the richest of all of those lavender amethysts. Look at the clarity. Look at that consistent colour, that beautiful lavender, a hazy mist of colour. And this is the finest quality lavender amethyst we have in existence here at Jewellery Maker. It's wonderful, isn't it? And it's the only strand we've seen. Very, very exclusive. With this strand of crackle quartz, you've got such a frosty morning feel. You've also got your spools of beading wire, which is that wonderful silver frost colour. Have a look, because you also get your silver polymer clay, your silver polyester chain, and you've got your 8mm silver wire. You've got 10 meters of that. It's the Ethereal bundle. Absolutely beautiful. Very striking tones, but very soft tones at the same time. That lavender amethyst is Madagascan lavender amethyst. It's said to be the finest lavender amethyst your money can buy. Look at that. Just imagine this with preonite. It would go gloriously with preonite. It's glowing with colour. The facets are stunning. This is an exclusive bundle. The Ethereal collection has got to be yours. I just think when you put all these together, doesn't it remind you of almost a winter frosty morning? I love them. I think they're beautiful. The gemstones together with that silver chain work for me so well, and I know you're going to create the most stunning pieces of jewellery. If you were very inspired last week by Gemma Crow, I know you're going to love the fact that you've got all of this silver wire. Have a look at these spools, and you can create some incredible pieces with this. Now, Gemma Crow, actually was doing a lot of curling of the beading wire, the beading thread, and that's on a 0.45, and you've got 100 meters of it. You've also got your silver plated 0.8 wire. You get so much of that. There's so much real silver in that, and it's all on e-coated copper. So hyperallergenic, you get 10 meters of that. You've got to think about how far this kit can take you. You've taken your inspiration from Gemma, you got so much inspiration from Laura today as well. This kit, who's now very heavily at it with her wire work, and you've got all these wonderful gemstones. Do some beading work, do some wire work, take inspiration and do something fabulous with the beading thread. Brand new in today, never seen before, and you've never seen this strand of Madagascan lavender amethyst, all for under £25. You can make your own findings with the 0.8, so you've got your own links, you've got your own shepherd's hooks, you've got so much beading wire, 100 meters, and it's silver. Take my advice here and do some French knitting with this. You saw Sheila actually knit with her beading wire, amazing. See that with this as well. You can create some really off-the-wall designs with this. £24.95 for the Ethereal bundle. UEG, C50 is your item code. The wire, the spools of beading wire, the smaller 0.25 beading wire, gorgeous in that silver colour. And you've got the Madagascan lavender amethyst. This is an essential kit for making some really precious pieces. £24.95. I know that you're going to love working with that Madagascan lavender amethyst. You're going to create the most beautiful, subtle pieces, feminine pieces, soft pieces. The crackle quartz is an absolute essential as well. In tiaras, hair combs, fascinators, it sparkles, it blings for £24.95. This really is a bargain. And don't forget to check out your baskets online on 0800 644 655. You're shopping with us on the phone lines today. If you're coming through on the website, the address is £24.95. The address is all the W's, the.jewellerymaker.com, and you're paying just £24.95 with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Check out those baskets, my Lovetrons. That is fabulous. I just want to show you. I've got to, if you don't mind, Gemma, I've got to take a closer look. Madagascan lavender amethyst, eh? Look at that. The finest lavender amethyst of them all, it said. Isn't it? And I wish we had some preonite in stock for you, because I just think how wonderful they would go together. And if you did manage to get hold of any of our Madagascan rose quartz last week, you're already, and you've got it at home already, oh gosh, aren't you in love with it? How wonderful would this look? Such soft tones together, isn't that wonderful? Real, even though it's a rich tone, it's a very soft tone at the same time. What a wonderful mauve. £24.95. Okie dokie. Well done to everybody that got theirs. Don't forget, oh, just look at it, it's gorgeous. Oh, I just want to look at that. Right, the Ethereal collection, item code UEG C50. Gorgeous. Right, my lovers. I'm going to show you that Zambian amethyst. Now let's actually take a look against the lavender amethyst. You can see the different tones. I actually think these would work very well together. They really would bring out each other's best sides. Look at that combination. Aren't they gorgeous? And you can see, can't you? They're so different, but they're the same gemstone. You can see one mined in Madagascar, one mined in Zambia. There's such a difference. You've also got, we saw earlier, a brand new strand that Laura's working with now. She would love these, I know she would. Oh my gosh, they're huge, perfect for big, chunky jewellery. Perfect for wire wrapping as well. That chalcopyrite coming up for you. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. Have you seen this?
I was after it last night.
You were after it?
I was trying to say, can I have that for my challenge? But they weren't able to give it to me.
Oh, I love it. We've only got very limited quantities of it, that's why. And it's coming up after this.
Join the fun with guest designer Bea Morrison as she guides you through the basics of using gem art. During the course of the day, you will learn how to use gem art kit, how to create different looks and effects, demonstrations on gluing and outlining, and how to create your own gem art piece. The full course includes a gem art kit and extra picture frame, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a chance to meet the presenters, and take a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just £69.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
What ho! Join Vicky and Hannah Roxbury on Friday the 14th of September as we're having a 1940s retro day. Learn all the styles and design tips as we recreate jewellery from this iconic time. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and you will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We got to do it. So many of you have said, when are you doing this gorgeous strand? Well, we'll do it now because we love you. These are amazing. Laura wants them already. You've got to be quick. A limited edition strand. These are perfect sizes for wire wrapping, aren't they, Laura? They're huge.
They're lush. They are, oh.
They're absolutely
I really
perfect.
do want some. Because I think they're great. I would just do features on them, see. I would use that as an actual one as a feature. I've been doing Tree of Lives on pendants, so I would do a tree.
Have you?
Yeah. I've been doing Tree of Lives on some like big...
Wow. Oh, what, over the top of one?
Over the top of one.
This would be perfect.
So that would be a really different take, because I've been using round beads. That would be really lovely to do it, and the colour's perfect.
I love them. They're so artistic. I'd almost want to see a big chunky bracelet out of this.
Oh, yeah.
I would. Do you know what I'm going to advise you to do? We've only got a very limited edition of this strand. Get two. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can always send the other one back if you don't think you can use it. But I think I'm seeing so many ideas already, and I've just had it for 5 minutes. I know you saw it last night and you want it. Wire wrapping over the top of it. These are each individually pendants. They are gorgeous. Look at the inclusion of pyrite in this chalcopyrite. It's absolutely beautiful. deep, deep reds as a backdrop. Wonderful flickering of pyrite stars. If you love the dimensions, if you love the colour and the drama, this is a must-have Christmas gemstone. Please make sure, if you love what you're seeing, you get two, because you can always send one strand back, but once it's gone, it's gone. We don't know if we're ever going to get this strand back in again. We've never ever seen it before in our existence here at Jewellery Maker. This is the only chance you've ever had to get such a huge strand, such a feature strand, such an amazing, amazing strand in your stash. Think about how many ways you can use this gemstone. Let me give them a count for you. See how many I've got on mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13 pendants. That's a lot of pendants. Laura, when you saw this for the first time, what was the first thing you wanted to do with it?
Was put wire over it.
Put what? Cover it in wire.
Cover it in wire. No, I was just thinking of, like I said, I really want to try to do a tree of life against one, because I think it would be beautiful. It would add such a different...
Gold wire?
Yeah, I was about to say
wire?
I would use gold, I think.
You got so much gold for the pyrite.
Copper.
Yeah.
I'd use copper, actually. I've got some here.
Look gorgeous,
and I would use copper, and I would try and put a tree of life over that, because to me, well, that's just what I tend to do. I like to do them on different. I just like to try different things. But if not, then again, you could just have one hanging as it is, because they are so beautiful. You could have one as a feature of a necklace, and still have other beads around and have that as the real focal.
It's a nice big contemporary look, actually, with one square gemstone. We don't have many big square gemstones like this. In fact, I don't think we've got any in stock at all, have we? They're absolutely massive. I'm thinking about Bee's ballerina design would look really great over the top of this.
There's so much you can do.
There's so much you can do with a gemstone this size.
Yeah, you could just do a weave over it, just to have a flash of colour.
With these chunky gemstones, Law, I am very tempted to just make a chunky bracelet.
Yeah.
Because of that look in the, and it's a big look, isn't it? Big chunky bracelet. You've still got loads of pendants left then.
Yeah.
I'd get 2 of them definitely, because I don't know if we're ever going to see this strand again. And I always think, Sheila always says this, and Linda, buy 2. You know, you've got 30-day money-back guarantee. Buy 2.
Yeah, and also, again, you could just, again, have just one as an actual focal.
On a bracelet.
I do, like I said, the Lucy cuff. In fact, what I would do with that, I would do a bracelet version of the ring. Yes. Because I was thinking about trying that.
Around. Oh, that would be amazing.
I would think, so I wouldn't cover the bead.
You could make one expensive piece of jewellery out of this.
I wouldn't cover the bead. I would have the bead as it is.
Big
I'd have
feature.
it framed with the wire, and then I would do the cuff around it. In fact, that is my next project to do for myself. I was kind of hoping I'd get a really big...
She's been so inspired, she's like, in fact, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Do you want one of these strands? We can... Right, Laura would like one. Are we ready? Brand new in today, and I know this strand's going to sell out, so you've got to be really, really... For $9.95. I thought you were going to go $19.95. I'm going to be honest with you. That is such a tiny price tag. How many did I count on here? 13. Imagine if we were selling them per pendant. This is ridiculous.
I am actually chilly. I'm going to try and get one of them. So if there's any left after the show, I'm going to get some. And then if I do manage to get my hand on any, and I do manage to do what I said I'm going to do, I will put it on Facebook. Or I will bring it in with me on my next trip. That's assuming I can grab one of them. But if not, I'm going to try and do something similar just to show what can be done for those who have got them.
These are amazing, and just think about your Christmas pieces with the red and the gold. £9.95 is your price tag. Create some napkin rings, and you want to do, like Laura was just saying, about a bracelet, but actually you can make a napkin ring out of that. How wonderful would that look on the Christmas table? £9.95, 960 carats. You've almost got 1,000 carats for that price tag, and people are multi-buying. Well done to you. Amanda, you have got 2 of these, as have you, Stephen. There is a minute-long queue on the phone lines for this already. At $9.95, I do think we are on risk of selling out. UEK Y73 is your item code. You can create some outstanding pieces of jewellery, and if you have got that wirework bundle, just think about incorporating that with this. And a lot of you are now multi-buying. Well done, Emma, Gary, you've bought 2 of these, £9.95. Congratulations to you. Sarah, you've got yours. Just an opportunity. Text us in and tell us what you're going to do with it. 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. 960 carats. This is a brand new gemstone. We've only launched it yesterday. A brand new, never seen before gemstone for £9.95. Get it in your life. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I know that Laura is heavily inspired by this. And Laura, it is. When you see a brand new gemstone, you do get, isn't it nice to just get some fresh inspiration? Look at the size of this strand. Look at that.
If you look at the front of the new DVD, you could do that kind of design with that bead. I'm
going to show you now.
Because it would be perfect.
Laura's saying perfect.
Just reminded me.
On the front of the DVD, there's a big gem. Isn't that wonderful?
It's like a netted technique.
You could frame it like that.
Frame that. You wouldn't necessarily, because there's two techniques on there, to do the net and then to add the embellishment around the side. So you don't necessarily have to do the embellishment. You could just frame it in like a nice copper wire or something like that, and then you've just got the beauty of it, but you've got that little bit of wire work, or there's loads of options with it.
They're gorgeous. £9.95. You've got to be really, really quick. A lot of people multi-buying, and you want this strand. I think it'll just, there's nothing like it, is there? We don't have anything like it.
No, it is really gorgeous. I've never seen it before, and it's beautiful.
Look at this. It does, if you love lapis lazuli, which I do, it's one of my favourites. You've got all of those fabulous qualities, but in a different colour. And there is a natural inclusion of pyrite from this pendant. Each pendant, this gemstone incorporates pyrite and that deep blood red that you've got. Isn't this wonderful? There is a 3-minute long queue. Now I need to have a serious talk with you actually, because a lot of you have got this in your baskets and you haven't checked it out. Now, earlier on with our Wirework bundle, a lot of you hadn't checked your baskets out and you missed out. If you don't want that to happen, you need to check out your baskets right now. There are 29 people in a queue. There are loads of people talking. You do risk missing out if you don't check your baskets out right now on the website. If you want to come shop with us online and avoid the 3-minute queue, then it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So many of you buying 2 of these. How wonderful. If you're a brand new buyer here with us this morning, we never leave you short. You get a free Jewellery Maker DVD. You get loads of free goodies with your very first order. A free Jewellery Maker DVD worth $4.95 with your very first order. A free Get Started book. You also get a monthly copy of the JM Hub magazine. That will go out to every customer every month, the JM Hub magazine. It's a great hobby. It's a fab way of starting a new business. At £9.95 for this strand, you get all this free if you're shopping with us for the first time today as well. And don't forget, if you've got an open order, add this one too. Doesn't matter how heavy your basket is, we'll never charge you for more than one item to ship out. £9.95. Do not hang up the phone lines. I know there's a If you do, stay where you are. Otherwise, if you think I'll ring back in a minute, you could miss out. Right now, if you're in the queue, we have allocated you a strand and you have a strand. If you hang up the phone line, we can't guarantee it. £9.95. If you're not on the phone lines and you want this, you need to get on there now. Otherwise, you risk missing out. You will never, ever be promised to see this gemstone again. We're seeing it for the first ever time this morning, right now, you're seeing it for the first ever time. £9.95 your price tag for 960 carats of this wonderful brand new gemstone. Now, talking of wonderful, we're going to my favourite kits. Have a look. It's called, what's it called again? Sorry, True Dreams. I thought it was called Green Dreams. Have a look. I just love this kit. I love it. Whenever Deanna and I are on together, we do have to do some green. Have a look at these wonderful gemstones. I love that you get the macrame thread in this kit as well. You've got the silver beads. You get all these findings. This chair's very creaky. It's the chair, not me. Have a look. You've got your green elastic in this kit as well. You've got your green organza gift bags, which I just adore. I love these. I love those. I get very excited by green, don't I? It's my favourite colour in the world. And you've got your green and white macrame strands there too. You have got so many findings in this kit. You've got a double drilled white quartz gemstone. I love them. Double drilled gemstones take you down a different avenue because you can do the wiggle weave with them. You can put 2 smaller gemstones in between. We'll see what Laura's done with her deck. I love them. I think these are absolutely gorgeous. The True Green collection gives you 180 carats of the double drilled white quartz, and they're faceted, they're 10 mil. Look at the sparkle. And then I really love the frosted next to the non-frosted because I think they really complement each other perfectly. The puffy coins are 11 millimeters and they're checkerboard. And that green banded agate is a must-have for Christmas. Imagine that with red. Would look fabulous, wouldn't it? Isn't it a gorgeous colour? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Have a look. It's gorgeous, you know. You've got your green and your clear elastic, and you've also got your stainless steel beading thread, 50 meters of that. I love this kit so much. I love my greens. How many findings do you get with this kit? Because I can see a massive bag full of them. 100 silver on copper findings, a metre of chain, your toggle clasp, your heart toggle clasp, your eye pins, your head pins, your chandeliers, your 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks, your split rings, your open jump rings, you've got your silver balls. Goodness gracious me, have you just bought that wonderful pyrite, calcipyrite? How fabulous would the green agate go? Oh, yes, yes, yes. That is Christmas in a nutshell for me. Isn't it Christmassy? Isn't that artistic? Very Picasso, actually, feel. Oh, I love them. I love them. Now, don't forget, you also get your silver spacer beads with these. Big silver saucers. And there, you get 10 of those, and they're copper. Plated copper. I just love this kit. So you've got 100 findings. You've got 3 wonderful gemstones. You've got all of that silver, your elastic. You've got 2 spools of waxed macrame thread, which is, let me just find it for you, 0.6. And you get 2 meters of each, so you get 4 meters of that all together. Tom's saying he's used this for macrame and it was perfect. Are you ready for a wicked price tag? A really wicked price tag. And this is definitely a Christmas essential kit, I think. True Green. AKG, CO8 is your item code on the website for this one, on the phone lines for this one. You've also got 10 organza gift bags and additional 2 pink and black, and you've got your purple organza gift bag in there as well. Hang on a minute, you get your white organza gift bags too. So you get your white and your greens, very Irish. We always do an Irish kit together, don't we? How gorgeous is this? The Cleary and the O'Reilly. I love it, I absolutely love it. Brand new, 24. You've got 100 findings with this kit. $24.95 is your price tag. I'm wearing a pair of earrings that Laura's made from this kit. I loved them so much. Look with the chain. They were straight in my ears this morning. Aren't they gorgeous? They're gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely fabulous. Make sure you're quick off the mark with this one, $24.95. Let's go. Do you need me to bring you anything over, Sweeney? No. I'm in love with this kit. Did you love it?
I did actually love it. This was one of my favourites. But again, I'm like you. I do love green.
Love your greens.
I do love green.
Wow, look at that ring. Is that a technique? Oh, you did it there. How fab is this? Oh, with the double drilled gemstones. I love this kit so much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a really simple plaited.
Yeah.
Oh,
because they're actually sort of really in at the moment, having all of the little braided bracelets, but with one bead on it. Yeah. I could have done macrame with it, to be fair.
It's because of the Shambhala style bracelets. Yeah. And people are doing different twists on that.
Yeah.
I mean, very popular.
Yeah. I mean, everybody. Be honest and say I'm not very good at them. I can do it, but it's not something I naturally do very well. So I just thought I'm just going to do something pretty and simple.
Oh, I love that, Laura.
But it is very, and again, you could just do a green one, a white one, because I still had loads left, obviously. So you could do a green one, a white one, a mixed one, all with different. You could have or loads, all the beads, and you could stack them. I didn't think of that.
How fab! I love this.
Yeah.
With the double drilled gemstone, you've done a nice twist with the wire.
Yeah.
Looks fab. That's really cool, isn't it? Tom, that is really cool. It is fab, isn't it? And you've done a really nice bead. Have a look. Now, did you use some wire?
I did use some wire,
You
yeah.
little minx.
I was a little bit of a cheat, but then people would...
But then have you bought your wire bundle today?
Yeah.
How on earth are you seeing a really fabulous jeweller's?
I was literally just playing about. I was pulling that's 0.8 wire, so I was just having a play, and I was like, oh, I don't actually know where I was going with it, but I thought, actually, I quite like it. And then I just made a triple strand choker.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and then I made this little ring because I thought I'd...
With the double drill gemstones?
Yeah, I put a really soft baby pink in the middle, and that's a 0.4 in there. And I thought it looks quite like a bow.
It does look like a bow. Let me try it on. I love it.
To be fair, Tony looked at it and went, no, I know. But then Deanna looked at it and went, no, I don't see it. But I think it does. Like that, I can see
I
it.
do. It is a bow. They don't have creative minds.
No, I thought it looked like...
You're all right there. Choke up, chicken. You're all right. You little...
Yeah. Tell
Do you need me to do that?
Tell your own mum, can't you? Cough it up. Yeah, so I was just having a little play with the thinner wire because I thought, oh, I'll see if I can come up with something different. And as I was playing about, it kind of just formed itself, and I thought, oh, I quite like that.
That's really pretty. Lovely gemstone that is. I love this kit.
And that shows
I
the
think
pink.
it's one of my favourites. I love it. I love it.
But
oh, look at that stretchy. Do you know, it's so nice just to see a simple stretchy, perfect colour, luscious. Now, I would wear that everywhere.
Yeah.
Something you just grab, put on, easy to wear.
Nothing fancy.
It's gorgeous.
Just a simple stretchy.
It's beautiful, lovely colour, I love it.
But I was saying about the quartz, so I've used pink in there, and you can see the pinks reflected through the stones, what you were saying earlier with the early bird special.
Yeah, it's a great gemstone.
Just shows how it changes the colour.
And no matter what you put next to it, it looks fabulous. What technique are you going to show us?
I'm going to show you how to do this here.
Have a little look.
How to
a lot
make
of
the
people are
beads.
now moving the beads around a bit,
Yeah.
not
Having a little
going
play.
with the natural way they should fall.
Well, I just thought, I'm just going to show how I did the tassel and the actual bead itself. Sorry, if I just have a quick look at it.
I was just trying that on.
You know when you
Thought
remember
went,
you've
I was
done
like, let me try that on, I love it.
You can try it. Right, okay. So, I'm just going to show quickly how I did that. Can I just grab some beading wire from down there?
Of course you may.
Just because I haven't...
Can I get you some?
I got some. Here we are. I have some. Okay. So when I first got this kit, I thought, right, I'm going to have a little play about with these beads.
Yeah, don't forget, I've got the earrings in as well.
Oh yeah, you've got the earrings as well, yeah. Because I thought they were perfect for that. And sometimes, although you've got all these beautiful gems, sometimes the metal look looks really nice. And you could add it up by putting a little bead on the end.
I like it a lot.
So I was having a sit and a play, and I was having a look, and I thought, I really played about with it. And when they sat like that, I thought, oh, I like that. But then I was thinking, how can I make it work?
Stay. Let me put them, I've just got to put the design we're making right here so you can see.
Okay.
There we go, what we're trying to create.
So I'm going to cut a long length of wire. The only tricky bit with these beads are not that they're big, they've got a big hole, but you have to kind of, because they're metal beads, you have to kind of aim right to get it right through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like sewing.
Yeah. So you've got to go 1, 2. Remember how I did this now? I knew she was going to ask me to do this. So if I did this like this, it's not going to work. I'll show you, because you want to naturally do it like that, but it will bring it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you need to do is instead...
How do you avoid that?
Yeah, because that's I was playing about, so I want it to work. So what you do, instead of putting both the wires through, I'm going to put this wire here back
the middle one?
through the middle one.
Okay.
Now you've got lots of, make sure you've got a long length so you can play about with it. So then when I pull this, you play about with it. You have to turn it, because otherwise it will sit like that.
It will try and go back
turn
to where
it,
wants.
and it will sit like that, see?
Okay.
Okay, and then repeat on the other side. Okay, so at the moment it will move, but don't worry. It gets a bit tricky just because of the wire going through the holes. There. Right, okay, so then this one, and we want this to go back through this bead as well. And this is good if you've got any beads this shape, not necessarily just these particular ones, because you've got a few like this at the moment. because it's...
Yeah, snip off the end because it's just gone a bit wiggly.
Yeah, it's because it's just like a hollow space in between, so it wants to go anywhere but through the hole. There you go, see? Right, so now when I pull this, it's going to go, hopefully,
together.
Like this.
Yay!
Yay! And then, it worked. And then, just to secure it, and to continue the pattern.
And because you've got the pattern there, yeah.
I'm going to go back, because this
that was quite easy.
Yeah, it is easy. The hardest bit's getting the wire.
It's just about manipulation, isn't it?
Yeah, so, and again, you could use thin wire for this to give it a really structural shape. So I'm going to complete this bit here, so I'm just going to put the wire back through, and it went through fine. Come on.
Come on, yeah.
There you go. There we are. And then what I did on that one, just to make it really solid, is I went around twice.
Okay.
So, because that's still a little bit, so you just go back round again. Again, it's not that it's difficult, it's because I'm trying to do it like that. If you look through it, you can do it. See, as soon as you look through it, you can do it easily.
But then it's hard to show you.
It's hard to show it, so that's what it is. So what I'm doing is just going back through the holes twice, just to make it all nice and tight.
Sewing in and out, aren't you?
Yeah.
Weaving in and out.
Pretty much, and then again, so, see, it is easy. I'm just making it look a bit more difficult. So this is just going to make it nice and strong. And obviously, the more wire you build in the middle, the easier the wire gets lost in the wire. So just lift it up slightly. So here, I'm just going to lift this bead up slightly with my thumb.
Okay.
Just to take it, so one, so I can see through it, and two, so it doesn't go into the wire mess in the middle.
Yeah.
It's not a mess, but it's
thicker.
We're
calling it.
And then I'm just going to go through one more side. And again, if you just lift it up, it will make it so much easier. Sorry, I have to look through it.
You feed babies and you keep your mouth open. I'm like that.
And then one more. And again, I'm just going to lift it up. This is easier. Just with the thumb, just lift that bead up, look through the hole, go straight through. I mean, you can see how many wires I'm putting through. It's not making any difference.
It's nice and strong.
Yeah, it's nice and strong. And then what I would do is, where's the necklace? Oh, there it is.
Right.
I got it so that both the wires came through the same bead.
And then you put a crimp bead on.
And then I put a crimp bead on. Okay,
did you?
Yeah, I did. And then I just put a crimp cover on because that cover makes it
makes
it look like a nice little bead, and it ties in with the look. And again, you can keep going and going with this. It's not a problem. So I'm just gonna pop it through one more bead because I want them to come out the same. Sorry, I have to hold it up because I can't see. Well, you can obviously see it's done because I've done it. It's a lot easier when you're sort of at home and it's quiet. I'm not going to do that. But you can, you know, you can easily just thread it through one more, put the crimp bead on. But what I'm going to do now is show you how, so you can see there how you've got that nice
solid shape.
And then, to actually make the tassel, I put, where are you? Been moved.
There they are, you've separated them.
There you are.
You were being organised.
I was.
All over here.
One head bead, head pin even, head bead, I don't know where that came from, and some chain. And I wasn't consistent with this chain. I like the actual, if you
bunch
look,
it up.
Yeah, it's uneven, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 4. There should be a little extra one, is it? Oh no, there was just 5.
4, 5.
5. So all I've done is I cut off a length. And just snip a little link and take that link out. Although I don't always take the link out because you cut it and then put it back, you can make it a link again. So just take a length. So I've got one length there, another length here. So get that little one there. Obviously just like one odd little link. Okay. So then, to make the 5, because obviously I've only cut 3 pieces off, to make the 5, what you do is, using this head pin, I actually just pop the head pin straight through like that. And then it sits.
Because you've got the ball, it won't go anywhere.
Well, no, yeah, it won't, because if you look on this one, if you look there, there's the head pin. If I move it down, you can actually see where the head pin is.
All of it, yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't, if it was like that, you're not going to get it. It gives it
quite a nice silver element. Then.
Yeah, and it's silver anyway, so in a way, it kind of goes over the wire. Well, the beading thread, sorry. So that's all I did, and then, using the round nose pliers, pull it nice and tight because you need it to be nice and secure.
Make a loop.
Make a loop. I want quite a big loop. So I'm just making it like that. Now what?
A wrap loop, have you?
No, I haven't finished it yet. I've just half done the loop. Before I do that, I want to put my chain on.
Yeah.
So to make the 5 pieces, I'm just going to find points on the wire. So any point I like, just going to go through it. I don't want it to be equal.
So you've made 2 threads there.
Yeah, just by going through one of the links. You've got 2 lengths, and then again 2 lengths, and then just 1 length, and you've got a nice little tassel. You can adjust it so that it equals out, because that's just where I did one of the lengths. And then I just went around like that, so I've just pulled that down now. Leave my pliers, that helps, doesn't it? Okay, and then I am just going to pop a quick, just for extra security, just going to using my fingers. I use my fingers and the pliers.
Yeah.
So I'm holding that end, be careful because it is sharp, and using my pliers as well to turn it. Just enough to give it
like
a little...
a gizmo technique then.
Yeah, and then I just... Careful when you snip it, don't catch any of these wires, because
you're
going to just break it all apart. So just make sure you just snip the wire on. Oh, be careful. And there's the tassel.
Yay!
And then
just add the balls.
You just add the little balls on the end.
And they come
a
with
head
the
pin.
kit.
Yep, part of the kit. Use a little head pin, and I think I did wrapped loops on the end. So I've hidden it in here.
There it is.
Yeah, I just did tiny little wrapped loops right at the very end, and then it just it gives it like a
so pretty.
Yeah, it's like the metal look again, and it with the black
and white.
A real
nice monochrome piece there, actually.
Yeah, and that's how easy it is.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful, that is. I love it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Loads of you loving this kit. It's £24.95, and you get 100 findings with this kit. What a fab design that is.
Thank you.
You can see yourself wearing it.
Sorry, I've just worked out what I did with that. I didn't bring them both through one piece. What I did was I brought one through there and then slid the ball on.
Ah.
So if you see, you can see it actually on there. It's quite obvious. If you look at the picture, which will be taken later, you'll be able to see. But what I actually did was brought one wire out through one side, which worked perfectly now, obviously, and then one through the other. And then I put a bead on and brought it down like that.
Fabulous.
If that makes sense. So I didn't bring them both out through one hole, I brought it out. And then by putting that bead on, it just squeezes it and gives it a real secure...
Gives it a nice tension, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's how it's done.
Fantastic. Right, you need to be on the phone lines for this kit. Make sure you're checking out your baskets. Don't forget, if you want to give us a text in 60777, GM Studio, followed by your message. Anything, she's here today to, within reason obviously, to help you out with your designs and things like that. Here's the details of how to text us in between 9 and 1 PM. Make sure you start your text with JM Studio 60777, followed by your message, of course. Now it's waffle o'clock. Waffle. Go for it, darling.
Okay.
I love this one.
It's really sweet. This is number 92.
Nice present.
And it says, hiya folks, entry this week, sweetie.
Oh.
It's like you're psychic.
Got tendencies, I'm not going to lie.
I made for my brilliant daughter Amber, as she, sorry, excuse me. I made for my brilliant daughter.
All right.
Yeah. Made for my brilliant daughter Amber. She did so well with her GCSE results.
Yay, well done, Amber!
Using your gorgeous heart chain, which looks so very pretty, and her fave gemstone blue lace agate. I adore the stardust bead in the centre. Fingers crossed, warm wishes to all. Lizzie Denner in West Wales.
I love that, Lizzie.
So sweet.
I think that is absolutely gorgeous. I love that heart chain and I love the stardust one. I love it. I love it. It's simple and it's beautiful. I've got number 95, which is kind of in keeping with what you've just done with your gold beads. This this is fab. I'd wear this. And this is from Sharon in Bishop Auckland, who says, "Hi everyone, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made this necklace using picture jasper and tiger's eye. Really nice wintry gemstones together, aren't they? From a 3-strand pack purchase from JM. I love the strand packs because they give me good ideas of which gemstones complement each other. My friends love them too, and I have to make several more. Keep up the great work," from Sharon in Bishop Auckland. You're number 95, Sharon. I love that. It's gorgeous. Lovely purples you've got.
Number 93, and it says, "Hi all, my entry for the Wall of Fame this week is made from purple pearl rectangles, mystic bicones from my stash, and silver findings. All your guest designers give such wonderful inspiration and make me want to try so many of their designs. To win would be wonderful. Gladys from Cambridge." And that's beautiful.
Gorgeous, got lovely purples. I've got a fab, kind of almost, well, it's a contemporary piece, isn't it? I was thinking maybe Art Deco-y. Number 94. From Bristol. Morning all at JM. This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made it with some black zebra jasper from a JM bead box. I don't want to say it, but I can't wait for Christmas. I can't either. So that I have lots of goodies from JM to play with. It's like being 5 years old again. I wish. Keep up the fab shows and the great tips from the designers, from Nikki in Bristol. Thanks so much, Nikki. Now, if you want to get involved in the Wall of Fame, we're going to give you details of exactly how to do so. We'll be back with more amazingness after this.
Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. We have an amazing bundle to give you right now of wood and smoky quartz. I think there's a very elegant gemstone in smoky quartz. I just adore it. It's one of the most versatile strands ever. It's Debbie Bolford, designer Debbie Bolford. It's her favourite gemstone. It's got a cashmere richness about it. It's a gemstone that we'll see at Gucci. It's a gemstone we'll see at Cartier, Tiffany & Co. It's beautiful. And the twisted ovals are very versatile, great in charms, fabulous in earrings. Doesn't matter what you put with smoky quartz, it just looks amazing. Now you've also got 2 strands of the wooden beads. Aren't these fabulous together? You can really be inspired by that autumn feeling that you get from all 3 of these gemstones. When they're together, you just feel that wintry inspiration, don't you? Really chunky jewellery you can make, but it's going to be lightweight because of the wood. It's fabulous. Those Bayang wood bicones are 30 by 10 mil. They are so lightweight. They smell fantastic. With these as well, I think this is a nice shape to do some wire work with, actually. And you get 2 strands of those. They puzzle together really nicely, and I think you can probably see that already, can't you? How you can puzzle them together. They're fab, aren't they? Absolutely fantastic. Think about using these for macrame as well. Oh, mine's open. Oh, mine's come open. Undone, right there. Use them in macrame. Put them, I don't know how this got on my wrist. This wonderful green bracelet of agate. How fab does it go with the green though? Isn't it gorgeous? This is a really inspirational 3-strand pack. Laura, with these wooden beads, they're nice and lightweight, aren't they? So if you want to be really heavy with your wire work, you can.
Oh yeah, because it's going to look really heavy, but have no weight to it. And again, if you wanted to make a really lovely pair of earrings with the sort of the tube ones, they're going to look really dramatic, but they're going to have no weight to them at all.
They're going to drag the earlobe down. I love them. What about smoky quartz? This is a gemstone that is super versatile, isn't it?
I love smoky quartz. It's one of my favourites. Smoky quartz and prehnite is my favourite combo.
I absolutely love. Me too. I love those. I love prehnite. I absolutely love it.
And I love it with gold and smoky quartz.
Smoky quartz and gold together are so luxurious.
Smoky quartz, gold, and the prehnite are my favourite, but then smoky quartz with the red agate is beautiful as well.
I think smoky quartz is just a gemstone.
It's just lush, isn't it? It's just good lush.
It's absolutely lush. Totes lush. Have a look at the 3-strand pack. You've got 0800 644 645. It's limited edition for today's show. If you love it and you are being inspired, we got a little bit excited then, me and Laura. We love these, but they are gorgeous. Look, and that twisted oval is perfect for 1,000,001 different things. Are you ready for a very, very fantastic price tag? Think about your Christmas gifts, think about your stash, think about your profit margins of brand new strands. 3 of them for under a tenner. You've got to be quick because this has been put together for today's show. It's a fantastic opportunity. Under £10 for all 3. Do you know what? That's the price tag of the Smoky quartz. The rest is for free. We see Smoky quartz for about £9.95, don't we?
But you could make some really dramatic earrings with the wood, like proper. You could even just do some round. It's not round, but make sort of like
the loopies.
Hoops.
Yeah.
With them on, they're going to look really big and bold, which is, you know, really in at the moment.
Yeah.
But again, they're going to have no weight to them.
Perfect. Perfect gemstone with the wood. Are we calling wood a gemstone? It's wood, isn't it? It's not gemstone. It's wood. It's gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic opportunity. I just think you are creating so much dimension. You can puzzle them together. You can make these into petals. You can make a flower out of them. You can do so much with the Smoky quartz. You already know that. What a wonderful, wonderful price tag. Under £10 for all 3 strands. XUGC18 is your item code for a 3-strand pack with your Smoky quartz and your buy-on wood. Absolutely wicked price tag. 0800 644 655. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. With that Smoky quartz as well. Love it. The possibilities are limitless, and you can put them, where's my board gone? It's gone. You can put them together so that they're like petals, point to point. Mix it with the petal shapes from earlier. I just think I can see wire wrapping going on quite heavily with those. Can't you? I just think they'd, thank you, darling. I think they'd be wonderful with some, those would make amazing flowers. Big, chunky flowers. Let me just try that. What should I do with that knot there? They'd be fab. Like a wirework flower, couldn't you?
Not literally.
Chuck 5 at you.
Chuck.
That's what I got.
No.
Meet me halfway. There you go, darling.
And I'll show you very quickly. I'll make a flower.
Or you can make a flower really quickly out of these. They're perfect for flowering though, aren't they?
Flowering.
Flowering. Perfect for flowering.
Perfect for flowering.
I think I had a dream about flowers last night. I did. I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep having weird dreams. They woke me up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Have a look. What are you doing?
So
Let's have a look at what Laura's doing.
You're gonna look at me, are you?
Don't look at you for a minute, did you say?
No, I said you're gonna look at me, are you?
Oh, yeah.
So what I've done is popped a bit of wire, a long length of wire, and I've brought it back down around the back of the wire, bead.
And that looks nice,
and wrapped it round.
doesn't it?
I chose the copper because it's
I
really
like
pretty.
it.
And it's 0.4.
0.4, so Laura's working with 0.4.
Yeah. And then I've just popped another one on.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna pop.
Point to point, are they now or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're twisting it together. What are you doing?
It'll tidy up in a minute, so don't worry. I say, I'm completely guessing at this, you know that.
Well, you just looked at this strand, you were inspired straight away, so it's nice to see that, isn't it?
Definitely.
When you get strands that inspire you straight away, go with it. I'm not going to stop you. Go
So just
for
popped
it.
another one on, so now
Wow,
you've got
it's already
3.
coming together.
So then again, bring it down behind the back, just dropped one, I'll grab that. Try and make sure that all of the ones that are on the back, and obviously the front isn't.
I'm going to bring you another one over because I know you just dropped that one.
Just drop one. Thank you.
There you go, chicken.
Thank you very
can see
much.
it coming together, and that took a couple of minutes, didn't
And
it?
then I popped another one on.
Have a look. There you go. If you look at the screen, Laura, you'll see where you're showing everyone. There you go.
Just popped another one on and twist it. And then I'm going to just pop one more because the wire will naturally take you to the next points anyway.
How fab is that?
And then one more.
Quick was it to do it?
It's kind of like a star as well, or a snowflake. If
I
you're thinking
love
of
it.
Christmas.
I'm just thinking on an asymmetric.
Wooden snowflake.
Oh, it's gorgeous, and it's so lightweight, is it?
Yep, and then I'll just show you. So there's the basic shape. Now, if we had a rose quartz, which I would probably pop a little rose quartz in the middle there.
That's it.
All right, probably
I
pop
love
a little
it.
rose quartz in the middle.
Oh,
and
one of these.
Oh, sorry, rose quartz. I meant smoky quartz.
Gorgeous.
I was thinking of smoky, but said rose.
I love it.
I'm being a bit blonde today, sorry.
It's all right, we all do it.
So what I'm going to do then, just to secure it, is just bring the long length of wire around the middle a little bit.
Oh yeah, I love this, because it really neatens it up and it's a feature then. The wire is a feature.
So what you do, I've got this little piece here, which I would keep if I was going to pop a little stone on. So go secure it a couple of times. So I'm just wrapping randomly to strengthen it. And then just go over, under, over, under, over, under, and just do that loads of times, and you'll build up a centre and it'll make it really solid. And it'll go over.
And it looks good too.
Yeah, and then just keep going really. And then if you want to be really cool, you could then do that and really sort of make it look
yeah,
pretty.
that's what I thought the minute I saw that shape. I thought they need to be wire wrapped.
And because of the holes being so big and the wire being so thin, bring the wire up through the top and back through.
Just for solidarity.
And then...
That's beautiful.
And then repeat.
That is beautiful, Laura.
So there you go, and you would just carry it on like that.
I love it.
There you go. And that would
How
be...
fantastic! How many minutes did it take you to do that? 2 minutes?
Yeah, and to be fair, I was just quickly winging it, really.
Sometimes that's when the best things happen. How fantastic is that? And all created from this. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done to everybody that's already got theirs, and after seeing that technique, loads of you hopping on the phone lines being very inspired by the wonderful, talented Laura Binding. 0800 644 655. If you bought the wire bundle, grab these. Do you know, £9.95 is crazy. Now, so many of you loving that wire bundle. We got another one for you. We sold out of the last one. If you think I'm going to get incorporated with the next one, now is the chance. Now, we heard Laura speaking earlier about the Tree of Life, and we've got the Wirework DVD, Tree of Life. Hang on, let me put it on the white background so you can see it properly. You've got your Tree of Life DVD. You've got 3 reels of wire. You've got your chasing hammer. Don't chase people with hammers. You've got your mandrel, which you saw Laura using earlier. You've got your Wirework Edition 1, which shows you how to do the Tree of Life, which was actually put together by lady on my right, Laura Binding. And you have got your wire, 10 metres of turquoise on a 1mm. You've got 10 metres of purple on a 1mm. And you've got 10 metres of silver on a 1mm. Fabulous for your structural work, your bracelets, fabulous for your creating frames, cuffs, for doing your own findings, for doing your own links, for making your own open jump rings, because you can then do some chainmail. Look at those colours, they're fabulous. If you bought the gizmo, you can use this with gizmo work as well. Isn't it fab? You need it. You get the chasing hammer. You get the chasing hammer as well. Hannah's worried because she thinks I'm gonna... Clue's not in the title, I won't chase you with the hammer. Might do, I won't. So, Laura, talk to me. Why do I need a chasing hammer?
Right, okay. I will say first of all, you do need a steel block as well.
Okay.
Which are available on the website.
What else can you use? Can you use something at home that you might already have? Could you use a chopping block or something like that?
You ideally need it to be steel.
Okay.
But you can. They're on the website. They're not very expensive at all. Some people have already got them, or you've got the anvils that you can buy as well.
Okay.
And they're brilliant for strengthening wire, for flattening wire.
How do you strengthen wire with a chasing hammer?
Well, I need to make a clasp for this necklace, so I was hanging on for you to do that. So I'll show you in a minute.
We're coming over to you in a sec. Yeah.
But I'm going to make a clasp, so I'm going to show you how to make a clasp using the orange mandrel and how to hammer it to strengthen it. If you hammer it lightly, it will strengthen it, but it won't change the shape of it.
Yeah.
But if you hammer it hard, then you're going to flatten it.
Flatten it and get a nice new texture.
And then you can texture it using the round bit on the other side. Flip it round.
Texture it?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It just gives like a textured effect.
Yeah,
it's really nice. And it catches, it can be quite subtle, but it can catch the light.
Yeah, little facets you create.
Yeah.
Can you do that with this?
Yeah.
Fan-bloomin-tastic. Now, before we go over to Laura, I'm pretty sure you want to know your price tag. 3 reels of 1 mil wire, and you've got 30 meters altogether, which is going to last and last and last. Perfect for making rings, perfect for making your findings, perfect for making your open jump rings. And don't forget, you saw Laura using the mandrel earlier, it comes with this kit. All of the essentials for Wirework, your edition 1 DVD. Are you ready for something fantastic? 0800 644 655. Now remember, the last wire bundle sold out. So if you want this one, you've got to be quick. We put it together for today's show. And you're about to get the most incredible price tag. All the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget to check out your basket on this one. All wired up, HHGCAD5. Your price tag is a fabulous $17.95. I know I was not expecting that. You weren't either. Absolutely amazing price tag, $17.95. Just think about the way this is going, the new dimensions, the new avenues you're going to explore by doing Wirework. You get that DVD, you get the mandrel, you get the hammer, and you get 3 spools of wire. This is a fantastic opportunity for you. How wonderful to be able to get all of this for under £20, and massively under £20, by the way, £17.95. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling for it. Make sure you're checking out your baskets online. Let's get over to that lady with a chasing hammer. Let's skip on over. Now, we're going to have some... Do you want me to bring the wire over?
Yes, please.
Now, we are going to see some amazing techniques now. Think about the fact that you can hammer and strengthen your own wire, which I didn't realise you could create your own hammered effect with that.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wire,
you can,
that hammer, actually.
Okay, what I'm going to do...
Got your block.
Here's one that we had earlier. This is what I mean. You can get these on the website, and they're not a lot of money at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you quickly. I'm going to make a pair of earrings out of my challenge, and if I'm using these, to use silver.
Okay.
And I also need to make a clasp for that. I'm going to show you, then I can show you how to use this and how to use this. Okay, so I just find the end very quickly. There it is. These are really good.
Nice reel, isn't it?
Yeah, I love this because we all know it poings.
Yeah, yeah, always, every time it
Open
poings
it.
with me. Yeah.
Especially with the thinner wires, they just go thump. Okay, so you don't need a lot.
I love that silver wire.
It's beautiful. I do love silver. It's my favourite. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just show you quickly how I make a clasp. With this wire, because it's quite rough on the end, which it will be, just to save and to make it look nice, I just do a tiny little, almost like a pea, just a little twirl, okay? And then you can use I used either any of these 3 bottom ones, depends on the look you want. So I'm going to go for the second one. So just hold in...
What are you creating?
A clasp.
Here, right, okay.
So holding this with my finger like that, I've just brought it around like that, slide it off, and see straight away you've got
a lot of, that's your signature clasp, isn't it?
Yeah, I do a lot of clasp, and I love it on bracelets because it makes it so easy to put a bracelet on and off.
It's better, doesn't it?
Okay, and again, even if you're not using wire, you can do that for head pins. So if you've got like a kit, I tend to use it using the head pins. So I've just brought that round.
It round.
And so there, you've got a really nice little...
We pop it there, look. There we go.
Flat nose, there they are. Okay.
That's it, that's where we're working from, so if you move...
Yep, okay, I'm just straightening that up so it's all nice and straight.
Okay, pop that there, that's the one.
Now, mind your fingers with these, they hurt if you hit them. Trust me, I have done it several times. Hold it keep your finger as far away as you can, okay?
Just tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
If you over tap, can it weaken it? You're strengthening it right now.
Well, I'm strengthening it because I've not really changed the shape. I have slightly flattened it, but I've hit it quite hard. But moving your fingers out of your way because this is going to be quite hard. Just hit it.
Really take your frustration out.
And now, if you feel that, that's really hard to bend.
Oh my gosh! And it looks amazing.
Yep, and you can still open it, so to put that on a clasp is really easy.
Solid.
But what I want to show you...
It wasn't tarnished.
Nope.
Is that solid sterling silver that way? Then?
No. And I'll show you now what I'm going to do with these earrings ever so quickly.
I love it.
I'll just check it goes through before I do this, before I say anything. Because sometimes, as I said, it's not a downside, but it's a slight hiccup using 1 mil, is it doesn't always go through all the beads.
Okay.
And it's not a downside, it's just that they're not all thick drilled. That goes on there fine.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut a length of this off, not a massive length, a couple of inches, okay? And what I'm going to do is form a spiral. I'm going to form quite an open spiral. I don't want it to be too sort of close. So I make my spirals. I use the pliers and my finger, and I kind of twirl it against my finger, and I find it gives quite a nice spiral, but without making...
Doesn't it hurt your finger doing that?
No.
Oh.
And so I've got a nice little spiral there, and what I'm going to do is hammer this spiral. So hold the wire quite far away. And again, be careful, because if you're hammering it, you're thickening the wire. So that may or may not go through.
Oh yeah, you make it wide.
Yeah,
it does.
It's fine.
Beautiful.
Now what I'm going to do is...
Quite like it like that. You're going to fold it over.
Twist it like that. And then...
It'll still stay strong.
Yeah, well, you know how strong that is, and I've just done the same. And what I could have done before...
Won't snap, will it?
No, in fact, I'm going to do it now. I've just undone it. So what I'm going to actually do is, if I do it... What way did I do it? That way. So I want that side. I'm going to texture it. So using the edge, I've got to put it on the edge.
So we're texturing now, look. Oh, what? Hang on a minute, that's all you do?
Yeah, I just turn it around to use the round end and gently tap it.
Oh my gosh, I never realised it was that easy.
And then again, I mean, I've bent this before, I should have really, but it's very subtle.
Hammered effect.
But when you catch the light...
That's nice.
You see it? Or you can
I
see it quite well
love that. It's such a, it's a professional jeweller finish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that hammered look. And then I would just finish that off normally, and I'm just going to show you.
Would you make that now into a shepherd's hook?
No, I'm going to make this into an earring. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, but would you make your own shepherd's hook off that length?
Yeah, you could
so
do.
So it's one long continuous piece,
yeah,
or
you
what?
Could. Yeah, you could do. But I'm a bit dubious
or
about
what? I said about.
I don't tend to use 1 mil for earrings.
Okay,
because it's a bit thicker.
Okay.
I use 0.8 because it's a nice thickness to go through most piercings. Okay. If you use 1 mil, a little bit too thick.
Too wide.
Some people do, but if I was going to do that, I'd just use 0.8 wire.
Okay.
If you're using 0.8 wire, just be careful, because obviously the thinner the wire, the easier it is to snap.
Okay.
But what I do want to show you ever so quickly is how to make this. Looks really cool. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, let's do as much as we can of wire work. This is amazing.
Okay, so always keep your fingers away, because it will hurt. And I'm just going to hit it hard. I'm going to clear my way. Now what I'm going to show you is a trick to try and almost create a paddle effect at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so what you do is when you hit, you kind of swipe out, so you kind of go like that.
Oh yeah. And no tarnishing whatsoever. Isn't that wonderful quality?
Turn it over and it's going to look neater again.
Oh,
because the other
it.
side's going to look neater. And then if you want to texture, this is going to hopefully really show up on this.
Oh, and it does. It looks like you're diamond cutting it. Wow.
And then, just to finish it off, cut it, and then...
What are you making that into?
You could just make that into almost a finding in itself. Can you see that?
It's fab. It's like a little snake.
So yeah, and so you could have that dangling from an earring with a stone above it.
It just makes me think jeweller, you know? And that's what you've done. You've created something amazing, like all by yourself.
Have it in like as part of a necklace, so little beads along it. And one of my favourite things, I don't have any beads with me, but the little tiny fast rondels. In fact, I've got them in my last kits in little little ones. To get a piece of wire like that, I did show this before. You get a long piece like that. I wouldn't use, again, I'd use 0.8. But you would, I
want to do this. You're amazing.
Do you want to hammer? You can hammer.
Can I?
Yeah, I'll show you. But actually...
Is it a good idea, Jenny, with a hammer?
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but we'll still do it.
Yeah. Everyone's going, don't give her the hammer.
See, down here, I don't know what beads these are, but they're just down here, but they're the perfect shape.
Nice
for what
green
I want
ones.
to do. They're green. Okay, so I'll show you.
What are you doing?
I'm going to show you again, because I did that without anyone seeing. I'm cutting a length of wire off. I'm going to straighten it, so use the pliers if you have them. Yep, just to make it nice and straight.
Yeah.
I use my fingers as well. Okay. Take your flat nose pliers. At some point, you want it slightly shorter than the other. Just bring it round, okay?
And bow it almost.
Yeah, and I'm just literally using my fingers and running my fingers along, and it's kind of making it spring into a natural shape.
Yeah.
I didn't, there's
Like a nice
just
bow
a natural curve shape. Okay, and now what we're going to do is add these beads. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And what you need to do is hammer this end here.
Oh, cripes.
I'll move. Let me move my
Flat end
mic.
or-
Sorry.
Which end?
That end.
Yeah, of the hammer.
This end. So just
Right.
hit it nice and hard, and then the aim is if you hit it
The whole
wide
thing,
enough,
or just in the middle?
just sort of end quarter.
Right there.
Yeah, hit it nice and hard. That's it. And again, do it a couple of times, and move down. Move along the whole length of the wire. That's it.
Is that it?
Yep.
And there?
Hang on. Well, now what we're going to do is see.
Oh, they stay on. Oh, I get what we were doing now. Yes.
And then you've got a nice flat edge there, and you've got the earrings there. You could
And that's
probably,
just a nice earring, really contemporary.
that's a really nice earring like that.
Let's have
and
a look.
then
Let's pop it there.
you can texture it if you want. So turn it over where you've got the flatter side, and now you can just using that end.
Just tap, tap, tap.
Keep it flat. Keep it flat because you've got it at an angle. Right, stop.
What was I
Keep
doing?
the whole thing flat,
How do I do that?
just like that, and hold it just like that. Then see, that's it. Because you're just bending the wire. That was all. That's it. That's it.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
And then
So
you've
look,
got a
I've made
really
an
nice earring.
Really contemporary. And the gemstones stay there because you've manipulated the
Yeah,
silver.
because you hammered the wire and you flattened it, it's enough to, and that's all you need are those 3 little beads like that, and they look really pretty, and it'll stay in your ear. And if you are making your own earring wires, I've said this before, just get a
0.8.
nail file.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, use 0.8 preferably. Get a nail file and just file gently the end that's going to go through your
Through
ear.
the
Just
ear,
give it
yeah.
a quick file round, and you can feel it with your fingers, it'll be smooth, and then it'll be fine to go through your ear.
You've got to get this wire. Oh,
But
we're
it's
really,
really
limited
cool.
now
I'm not
with the wire
surprised.
bundle. For £17.95, I mean, it's just such a wonderful,
And if you think of the
wonderful
colour
price.
combos, imagine if you made like that in all 3 different colours, and then had them
together.
hanging at different lengths as a pendant. So you do sort of different lengths of that, so like a long blue, a short purple, and then just have them all hanging down on a necklace.
It'd be gorgeous.
That would look really nice.
And how nice would it be if you were at a craft fair to be doing it on site as well?
It looks good, yeah.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yep, and again, like I said, you can make your own earring findings. I'll just show you, let me jump back into the scene, all the way over here. When you do make your own, just to show, like you're saying about being a sort of drawer, so I keep moving my thing, because if I pop
I
it
do
there,
think now you're a jeweller, you've gone even further now, haven't you? How are we doing with quantities, Deanna?
I'll just show you very quickly.
Still, we've only got a few left. In a massive quantity of these, you've got to be quick.
So to make your own earring hooks, you can do a little loop, just like that. Okay, if you make a little tiny coil, which I'm not going to do, but you can make a tiny little coil. Do you know what? I'm going to snip you.
I'm going to snip you.
That's
what she said. She was talking to the wire.
I'm going to snip you.
Not Tom.
No.
Tom's going.
Don't make me laugh. Right, so then you would have that there, see? And then use the flat nose pliers, just bring the wire down like this. So you've got it like that, okay? And then using the mandrel again, bring it over like this. Don't worry if it's going different angles, because we'll straighten it in a
You
minute.
can manipulate it after.
Okay, using your hands.
See a lot of the springs on shepherd's hooks, don't you?
Yeah, this is like, I'm thinking of like the standard ones.
Yeah.
Okay, and so there you've got it like that. I've just brought it around over there. And then, especially if you've got the thinner silver, you can just, or any colour, and it adds a bit of difference to it. So then, cut your own end. I put mine in the end of the snipe pliers, and I just twist. And then you've got a nice little tail. So there you've got a nice looking look, but then just to finish it off, if you were using 0.8, which you should use really, gently hammer it so that you don't actually flatten it. And then just at that little section there, yeah, just to strengthen, in that little section there, mind your fingers. And you've got that little flat section like you get in it actually.
Yeah, it slides on nicely.
And there you've got a nice looking shepherd hook.
It's not, and it's longer, so if you do get a problem with them slipping down, which I always do, always like, oh, I've lost an earring.
Well, you can make it any length you want, you could cut it there and do it. But it's just to show how, like you were saying earlier about making your own findings and making a difference. You've just made a very quick, so it's a little bit messy because it's been done quick, but you know, using that, you could use red and then tie that in with a red earring, you know.
Gorgeous. Now, we're just having questions. Can you show us how to make a link if you make a hold, if you're doing a chain for a bracelet, how would you do that with this, with that technique? What kind of thing, like, would you incorporate it into something like that? How would you link them together?
If I was making a really nice little
chain or something,
a nice little chain, I'll show you a really nice little chain. Can I use this?
So you've got your mandrel, which
I'm not going to use my mandrel, sorry, for this, just because I teased, I'm sorry. Right, what I'm going to do, this is really quick and easy and it looked really effective.
And this with the same wire that comes with your kit?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the wider part of my pliers. I've got the wire flush there, and I'm going to bring the wire around as far as I can.
Okay.
Okay, so if you take it out, it's like that,
a P.
Put the wires back in, so it's like that. So I've turned it round now.
Okay.
Oh no, I haven't, I'm sorry. I'm going to put the wire in the middle.
Right, okay.
I haven't done one of these for a while. And then I'm just going to bring the wire all the way around, just pulled it round, and then tweak it so it's equal.
You've got a
figure of 8
course coming up soon, haven't you?
I have tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, it's my first
we work
course.
you hard, don't we?
Oh yeah, 3 days I'm up here. So there is one link, okay?
People are asking for the steel block, which has now just gone and sold out. It'll be back in September. About the end of September.
So I'm just doing another one quickly, and I'm just going to show you again. I'm just going to make a couple. So they're so quick and easy to make, and if you use the bottom of your pliers...
Just make loads of those links, are you?
And if you use the bottom of your pliers, they're going to be consistent sizes, because you can't get the size wrong.
Exactly.
So just go around like that.
And back in the middle, back round, figure of 8.
Figure of 8, cut it. Okay, so there's
Could you hammer that now?
You could do, and it'd give a really nice hammered look. So we hammer it? Would you like to hammer
make
it?
a cute chain.
Right, so I'll show you how, because when you've got a little thing like this, don't use your fingers, because you will smack them. It's little, just go
bash.
One quick hit and it'll flatten it. And that's all you need really with that, because that's straight away that strengthened it.
You can do as many links as you want, because we've got 5 minutes.
Right.
So we can actually create the chain. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
5 minutes of Laura time.
Would you like to hammer? Hammer time. Yeah. Let's see, that's Lucy.
Just one
that's
short,
working with Lucy.
sharp hammer.
Yeah, just, there you go. And it's flat straight away, and again. One more time. There you go. Okay. So that's that one.
I'm happy, I am.
Okay. So that's nice and quick. Okay, so let's...
We got another one here. Shall I hammer that for you?
Hang on. Oh, that's one I've already hammered.
Oh, right.
Because I opened it up.
Oh, I see.
So I'm going to go around like this. Okay, so... You can hammer that one if you want. I'll make them and you hammer them.
We got a text read out while we're doing the chain.
Okay. Woo! And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a couple of coloured ones while we're here.
Oh yeah.
Chuck a bit of colour in.
We get colour with the kit as well. We've got a text that's saying, "Hi Jenny, Laura and crew. So inspired by Laura's amazing techniques. Brilliant demo of the tools. Jenny, I so love that you take part in the jewellery making. Have fun." I am having fun. I love it.
I love how you say that, going smack, smack with your hammer like that. Yeah, we're too scared to say no to her.
Order.
No one's going to say no.
Not sure who that was from, but love you.
Okay, so I'm going to just do this exactly the same, but I'm just going to use a different colour, a couple of different colours.
We hammer that then or not?
Yeah, hammer it.
What, even coloured?
Yeah.
Hammer happy, I'm hammer happy. You don't have to turn it over.
Nope. Okay, that's enough.
Actually, I recommend this for anyone who's got anger problems.
If you've had a bad day at work.
Don't get cross.
It's amazing.
Like yesterday, my kids, I came out and I got cross with them, and I came out into the garden and I went, "I'm really sorry, I just got cross with you." They laughed in my face. That's how much of a brilliant influence I have on my children.
Mine don't take any notice when I go off on one.
They don't take a blind bit of notice. They do this. They don't care. What is that about? How do you make them? I need super nanny.
Jackson doesn't care. If you put him on timeout, he sits there. I just say, hi, Jackson and Kayla, if you are watching. If you put Jackson on timeout, he goes, sits on timeout, and then when you come out, he goes, sorry! And you're like,
does that.
You are not sorry.
Yeah, but you can't get mad when they smile.
Oh, I can. No, he's one of those, he has got a cheeky smile and he gets away with it, but he's a little rat thing.
I need Nanny McPhee.
Yeah. I like that film. I made the kids watch it. They're like bored of it halfway through. I'm still sat there going. I love it. Right, okay, so I'm just making a couple of these loops. Do you want to make a couple of loops?
Yeah.
Do you want to make some in purple?
Yeah.
Let's just go for a really colourful.
We got 2.5 minutes.
Use the same pliers as me. Okay, so you carry on making the loops. I'm going to assemble.
I need some snippers. There we are.
There you go. Use them. Just because they're a bit sharper, that's all. The longest part of this is actually making the length, but that doesn't even take that long. Okay. Okay. So whilst Jenny's making those, now I've hammered a few. Now what I'm going to do is I've opened one up, just like you normally do, just like a jump ring. So open one up and pop another one on. And then shut it again.
Mine aren't as good as yours.
I'm used to doing it, that's why. So there's one little link, and then I'm going to open up the next one, oops, and pop on another link.
We got another text,
and then I'm going to open another one. I mean, obviously, we're doing this in a bit of a rush, so you would take a bit better time to make sure they were all consistent. You've seen how quick and easy it was.
Actually, these are quite easy to do,
okay.
They're really easy.
They are really easy, aren't they?
Yeah, do you know what? I did it.
Can't claim
I can do it, you can. We got another one from Sue, who I love the way Sue started her text message. OMG. What a great show again. Laura is so talented and modest. When she was flattening the wire, can you do that with coloured wire without damaging the colour? Well, we've just shown that, yes. Yeah.
You do have to go a little bit more gentle with it, obviously, because it is coloured, so just be a bit careful. But yeah, you can do it. Okay, I'm just doing a bit of a fun, multicoloured.
I've just got to read the rest. Sorry, baby. Congratulations to my favourite ladies, Lucy and Pete. There's something in the water around here. You're not safe. What are we going to do without you while you're on maternity? No offence to you, Jay. Yeah, flipping X. So what about me? Do you know what? Everybody in this building they're dropping like flies for pregnancy. We've only got 30 seconds now.
Okay, so basically I've made a chain, but this would be good just for a tassel. If you wanted to just have a tassel necklace or something, you could have that as a tassel and hang beads off of it. But just to show you, okay, and I'm now going to add on the clasp.
How quick was that?
All I've done is opened and shut, opened and shut, opened and shut.
5 seconds, 4.
Put that on, put that on.
3. We've got to go to a break. Look at that. It's fab. See you in a sec.
Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques, which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Welcome back. We're going to show you that chain. Now, if you want to do anything that Laura's showing us today, if you're heavily inspired by Laura, then please come through on Laura's workshop. You've got one tomorrow where there's only one space left for that, so if you do want to come last minute, you need to be quick on that one. Now, you've also got...
I've got 27th of October, 2nd of November, and the 15th of December. I should know that, that's my mum's birthday.
Ah, and what can we expect from the workshops?
Right, I can actually have a little sample of what you're going to expect. What we're hoping to do is start off with a bit of a fun, sorry about this, a bit of a fun ring. Oh, I'll get that in a minute. there we go, a fun ring at the beginning, just to get a bit of fun and, you know, everything else,
Something
just to do a ring.
Just to
And then we're going to, then we're going to concentrate on doing some weaves, some different types of binding, and we're hoping to make something along the lines of this. Not necessarily this, but we're going to be learning how to do these types of weaves, how to do this type of weave, and then hopefully.
There you go. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a plain lava rock. I mean, I did this this was my challenge last night. And so the whole hope, at the aim of it is we're going to be hopefully doing a nice little pair of earrings with just a simple weave. And then in the afternoon, we're just going to sit and have fun and try and come up with something like this, or basically do whatever it is you want to do. You're going to get a really nice bead scoop, so you never know what you're going to find in a bead scoop. And have a play about. You could just do like this, but with just a lot of wire and a couple of big round beads, or find a focal bead and wrap it. I'm just going to see what people want to do, but the whole aim is to be able to teach you how to do this kind of organic style, but it is actually got a bit of structure to it.
It's so fab, and it really is taking your skills from jewellery maker to jeweller when you're working with wire. I definitely believe that, and you can create these looks by coming through onto Laura's workshop. Now, if you want to get involved in Laura's workshop, give us a call, 0800 644 655. We will feed you, we will give you a tour of the building, you will get to meet the presenters that are on that day as well. How much is that, Deanna, the course, do you know? It includes your bead scoop, lunch, and a tour of the studio. You need to come through.
Know
oh, you know. Go on.
It's £79.95. It includes.
So under 80 quid. Go on.
It includes 100 metres of 0.25 wire, which is essential for doing all of this weaving. 10 metres of 1 mil, 10 metres of 0.8, a bead scoop, and actually a copy of the DVD, because a lot of the, I say a lot of techniques, but
it's the new one.
Yeah, we're going to be covering a lot of the weaving styles that are on there, but it's going to be able to take you to that next level, so you can use that as a reference, hopefully. So you'll be able, in case you get a bit stuck on how did I do that, you can take it to that next level.
I think it's, you know, to do a business course for under £80, fantastic. And don't forget, we do give you a buffet style lunch as well, and that's for under £80. If you want to get involved in that, get on the phone lines, make sure you book your places. I've got to tell you, spaces are limited. We've only got a few, you know, a certain number that we can do, and I know a lot of people like to come with other family and Jewellery Maker members. Thank you so much for showing us. Now we're just going to show the finish.
It might fit you now. We've added a few extra links.
I am thick-wristed, I'm not going to lie to you.
No, you're not. You've got tiny wrists. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just close that, because that's going to fall off. Here we go, there we go. And then you should just be able to hook that through there.
I love it.
And that's just using all the colours. And you could,
I love coloured wire.
You could keep it simple like that, or you could add a couple of like a charm bracelet. That would be a nice little charm bracelet base. It really. And then you could add really nice little beads all the way around it, like, you know, smaller rounds or lots of stuff.
And you know, that took us exactly 5 minutes, and you were demonstrating.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you can do lots of wire. You could sell that on now, you could make a profit, and it wouldn't take loads of your time. I've got to leave you to your challenge. Okay, cool. I'll be back in a bit. We're going back on over, and it's time for the Zambian amethyst that I know so many of you have been waiting for. Have a look at the colour of this wonderful gemstone, said to be the richest and most expensive of all amethysts. Zambian amethyst gives us the most amazing hue of colour. It gives us this wonderful, deep, regal purple, and it really is outstanding. If you've never used what's said to be the very best amethyst in the business, then you need to get some, especially for your Christmas stash. This is such a precious, precious strand of gorgeous amethyst, some of the finest. Now, if you've got any pearls, I just think with pearls, have a look how they come to life. Those pearls are divine, aren't they? We're going to give you the best price possible for Zambian amethyst. Now, if you've got a lot of oranges and reds in your collection, ready for the winter and ready for the autumn, look how well they go together. So rich, so beautiful. And Zambian amethyst really is one of the finest amethysts in the business. If you love this strand, you've got to get on the phone lines. Our only plain rounds that we have, the richest of colour, the most organic feeling coming from this strand. Get yourself involved. We only have a limited quantity, and we're going to give you one of the very best prices for what is said to be the very best amethyst, the richest amethyst, the deepest amethyst. If you love your Zambian emeralds, you're going to go crazy for your Zambian amethyst. If you ever use this gemstone, Laura?
Oh, yeah. Me.
Me? Yeah, you.
Yeah, I love amethyst. Like I said, I am not actually a purple person, but I'm actually...
You're wearing purple today, though.
But I actually do love amethyst, and I love the purples that go with it. My mum absolutely adores amethyst. And
Zambian amethyst is so rich,
beautiful.
Isn't it?
It's got a real depth to it. It's really lovely. And again, I would probably just do a really simple pair of earrings with those. Just 2 round ears. I was saying this kind of is a bit of something I tend to do all the time. Just drop of it around a bit like this, but smaller. Round earrings on a sterling silver, and that would be beautiful. And I imagine that's a Christmas gift as well.
Perfect. And it's a long strand, so you've got a lot of pairs of earrings in this strand. And to do it with what's said to be the finest amethyst, you've got to get yourself on the phone lines. There is no mistaking Zambian amethyst. You see the organic texture running from within these gemstones. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Are you ready to get it in your life? 0800 644 655 LPK. Y21 is your item code. There are 250 carats of this Zambian amethyst, and they are in 10 mil rounds. Are you ready for a fantastic price tag? Deanna's saying that this is the best price tag for a plain round of Zambian amethyst we've ever seen. With gold, with silver, it looks fantastic. Are you ready for an amazing strand? Incorporate this with your wirework, put it in earrings for under £10 for what is said to be the finest amethyst in the business. $9.95. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't forget to multi-buy. If you love Zambian amethyst, if you can see yourself making so many pieces of jewellery out of it already, then multi-buy this strand. 95 pence your price tag. LPK Y21 is your item code. You've got to be quick, because at that price tag, I know they're going to fly out. They're new in today. You've never ever seen them before. Make sure you're checking out your baskets online. Well done. And there is a little bit of a queue, just over half a minute long on the phone lines. It's so worth it. Look at that colour. Isn't it striking? Isn't it beautiful? You can see how this is going to add itself into your Christmas pieces. Now, I think somebody's been using this strand, because they're just gorgeous, and you just can't help it with Zambian amethyst. It is just such a beautiful, beautiful gemstone. And don't forget, it's a birthstone gem as well, isn't it? You've got February's birthstone here, a gemstone said to change anger into tranquility.
Oh, I need lots then.
You what, sorry?
I need lots.
You need lots of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just got to keep calm.
Just
start laughing.
Yeah.
That's what, you just got to laugh. You just got to laugh. And you got 2 young ones. Are both of yours at school?
Kayla starts on next Tuesday.
And she's going to be going for half days then, isn't she?
Only for a week.
Oh,
and then
really?
she's in for
Is
full
she
time.
one of the oldest in her year then?
No, one of the younger.
Is she?
It's just the school she's going to is just, that's how they do it.
How they
just
do it.
Yeah.
It's better, otherwise
4
you're there
days.
forever.
Yeah, get in, just go.
Yeah, just go. Just get out of the house, get out. $9.95 to price tag for this. Well done, everybody that's got theirs. It's now gone limited. Well done. There is a queue on the phone lines. Please stay where you are. We love you. We're going to go to... Now, can I just say, did you see those pearls I showed you a minute ago? They are beautiful. They are a massive part of the next kit. I am in love with this strand. Do you know what? These peach pearls are absolutely to die for. They're so vintage looking. I am in love with these pearls. If we were to give you this strand individually, knowing, look at the size of them. Did you love these? They're amazing.
Yeah,
I'm in love with them.
I've said I'm not a massive fan of pearls.
I love pearls.
I think it's because to me, I think it's always been sort of classic, and it's not my style as such. But I'm finding them becoming more modern and being able to do more modern things with them. And actually, when I worked with them and put them with the kit and the colours, it transformed it and made it completely more modern and funky. I am actually starting to love them, and I do love the bigger pearls. They're really beautiful.
I've loved from a very young age. I absolutely love them. I think they're classic. They're timeless. You see so many wonderful vintage pieces of jewellery with this in, and it automatically you're thinking of, you know, Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, just love them. They're so beautiful, and I just think so many expensive pieces of jewellery have pearls and diamonds together. One of June's birthstones. These are just stunning. This is now officially my favourite strand of pearls. They are so perfect. Look at the size of them. They're perfect. And these are natural freshwater organic pearls. They are, oh my gosh, gorgeous. They're so vintage. I love them. Can't tell you how much I love them. I'm very excited about these. Then have a look, because you've got the frosted agate. That's really pretty, isn't it? And they're 6x3. And then you've got the blue. You've got the blue agate together. I'd like to see those pearls with a nice soft rose quartz as well, would you? I would also, do you know what I would do? Do you know, I love that pearl strand so much. I'm not gonna mess with it, I'm keeping it on its own, it's beautiful. I just think, wow, wow. And then these two I'd put together, definitely. I don't know how you feel at home. Tell me, you know, give us a call through. Now, because you've got that, they'd be perfect in a ring. They sit really nicely. Look, those go so well together, don't they? Perfect. These button-shaped pearls are 9mm. Oh, I love them. Do you know, if you were doing some bridal pieces, what a beautiful set for the bride. A pearl bracelet, a pearl pair of earrings, and just one of these pearls on a necklet. One of these is substantial enough to go on a nice fine chain and have a pearl necklace.
I had some last night that were very similar in a three-strand pack.
Did you?
Yeah, and I made, well, the pictures will be on later, but
these must have been new, these
they're like I said, the more I work with them, the more I actually love them.
Oh, those earrings you've made beautiful.
And I like the bigger ones, I think, because you can do more with them.
Beautiful.
And I did want to do, like you said, just make a pearl bracelet, but I thought, no, I'm going to do something a bit different and sort of mix it all together. But yeah, I did last night. I did a set of 3 earrings stacked with a gold jump ring in between them, together, and then I did the same but on a chain necklace. Just because it's simple and classic.
So classy. You can see why this is Kate Middleton's favourite gemstone, can't you?
Yeah.
And you know, it's just that ease of elegance about pearls. They're easily one of the most elegant gemstones that we've ever seen. Now, by the way, I'm very much focusing on the gemstones that you get with this kit, because I do think you've got 3 extremely wonderful strands here. Have a look. Oh, I love this agate. Is such a stunning colour. And Gemma Crow said to us last week that blue at jewellery parties, blue was the most popular gemstone colour to have at the moment. And then you've got that red agate, which is essential for Christmas and essential for summertime, for winter time and Christmas and autumn time. Now you also get there's something else incredible about this kit. Oh, I love it. Grecian Knights. Oh. Gretchen, have a look. You've got your organza gift bags. You've got your turquoise beading wire. You've got your macrame cords. You get 2 meters of each, and it's the wax cords. You also get your ribbon. I actually would really like to see that ribbon with the pearl as well. That's nice, isn't it? You've got your monofilament, and you've got 4 of your ribbon ends, solid sterling silver. Now you've also got more 43 elements of solid sterling silver. This kit is amazing. Oh, do you know what? This strand of pearls alone should be, now you know we've got new prices with pearls. This strand of pearls alone should be $19.95. Do you know, if you were to restrand it and sell it as a pearl necklace, there's an expensive pearl necklace. I mean, pearls are expensive. They're gorgeous. And I think a lot of our heirlooms are pearl. They're just, if you look at vintage, if you go to a vintage jeweller's, you pay so much for pearls, don't you? We're gonna give you a wicked price tag. Grecian 29.95. Now this strand of pearls alone should be around £20. The rest you're getting for just a tenner. This is a really, really fantastic price tag. I am super in love with that strand of pearls. Now Deanna, tell me, can you buy this strand of pearls individually on the web right now? No, you can't, is the answer. Laura, let's get over to, I am in love with these pearls so much. I'm gonna make a pearl. I need to make something out of them. They're amazing. I just think it's so nice to see something so different. Look at the earrings. I mean, these are a £20 pair of earrings, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you've done something amazing. Look at this. Do you know what's amazing? Do you know why I'm amazed by what you've done? My gran has got, she's 95 now, gran, and she's got a brooch which is exactly the same as this, but with, no, it is in silver, and it's on a brooch, one that her grandmother gave her, so it's hundreds of years old, and it's just like that on a nest, and I always call it a bird's nest brooch.
It is a bird, yeah. Oh, I think
it's beautiful. Oh, Laura, I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. And a really, really vintage piece of jewellery you've just created there and made it more modern with the ribbon. That is classic. And if you did want to put that on a brooch finding, you could.
You can do, I've done one before with a ring. I just made it into a ring. So you can make a ring, you can make a pair of earrings, you can make anything really.
Stunning. Stunning. Look at the earrings. Now, there is a £20 pair of earrings because of the size of those pearls. We don't see sizes of pearls like that.
Plus, I've used the split rings instead of a jump ring, so it gives a really thick look.
Yeah, I love them.
It looks like a really thick piece of silver.
I just think they're stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love the earrings. You've done the red, white and blue GB theme look.
I just I quite like what it all went really nice together.
I like those too. It's because you're thinking Team GB. That's what you're thinking. Then look at this wonderful necklace, and I love what you've done with the coloured beading wire here as well. Yeah. You get that coloured beading thread wire.
Yeah, it's just a kind of a lariat style.
Yeah, you've made a feature, and then look.
Bit of everything, really.
Isn't that fab? And look at this. That's fabulous. That is fabulous.
And that's just done on a head pin with rolled beads, with rolled head pins.
Looks amazing, you know. I love it. I absolutely. This is
and a little ring
stunning.
there as well.
I just love it. What are you going to show us?
I'm going to show the bird's nest.
Thank you. Good. So this is what Laura's showing us right now, the bird's nest.
It's nice length of copper wire here.
Okay. You've done it with silver wire.
I have, but I haven't got, that was mine, so I'm just gonna. Okay, so first thing you need to do, and this, you need to use 0.4 for this, simply because the holes in the pearls are quite thin. Okay. So just do it.
Out the way.
Yep. Let me just grab me beads out of it, and then I'll move it.
Tell me again. The holes are quite thick compared to other.
No, they're quite thin. But
yeah, because most pearls are, aren't they?
Yeah, but the 0.4 wire is good for. It will fit through. Do you like it?
Yeah. Can you tell? I love it.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I've got them all through here, and all I'm going to do is just bend them. Sounds like Bristolian.
I love it. I do. Go on.
And just so that, so that they, and then give a little twist. Okay, so you've just got 3, and they just sit like that, and then they'll hold the shape almost like a triangle.
There we go. There we are.
It's hard, isn't it? Stuff out of it. It's because I gather throughout the show.
Me too. I do that too.
I'm a gatherer. Okay, now this gets a bit tricky because it is thin wire. So ideally, it's better and easier to use 0.6 wire for this, but because of the size of the pearls, you need to use 0.4. So what you need to do, wire around the actual beads. Now it's going to look a bit messy, but that's the whole point of it. So I'm just using my thumb and my finger there. Okay. These little X.
We do need to put something on there.
Okay, so I've got my fingers on there. Okay, and it's going to move about a little bit because it's thinner wire and the beads are quite
Tell me again what thickness of wire you're using.
0.4.
0.4 wire. I love what you're doing. I love it.
So I'm just, like I said, this gets thin bits a bit fiddly just because it is a thinner wire. And what I'm going to do now is I've wrapped around once and I'm just bringing the wire around, and it's going under the wire that holds all 3 of the pearls together, and then over the wire that we've just wrapped around once. So if you look now, I've got to try to secure it. Once you've secured it, you'll be able to do it easier. You just need to secure the main shape. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, so we just got one there. So I'm just going to bring it underneath, because I'm just trying to get a structure at the moment.
You're keeping a lot of pressure on
Yeah,
this.
you have to. So I'm just going to trying to form it. So I'm just bringing it across. I've just brought it underneath and back across. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it. I'm still working on the one side of wire. One piece of wire, and I'm just going to bring it, so I've just gotten a little bit of strength to it now, and then I'm just going to bring it under both the wires and wrap and secure. Okay, a little trick to keep the wire, if it's in your way, just lean against it. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so now it's going to look a mess at the moment, but it will form. And again, now
I think actually it's that organic feeling that makes you. I love it, Laura. I think it's beautiful, and I am so madly in love with these pearls. I can't tell you.
So just gonna, now all I'm doing now is just using the wire, and I'm just holding it and just wrapping it around a couple of times, and then when I've done a couple of wraps, I'm going to bring the wire around again, and I'm going to secure all of the wires again. So basically we're going to be building up by doing this several times. By doing that, it's going to keep all the wires together. Then I'm going to come to the next point between the next 2 pearls and repeat. Do a wrap. Okay, and then I'm going to go back around, bring the wire to the next point between these 2 pearls here, bring the wire up. Oops. It doesn't matter if it goes behind, because it just gives strength, but you won't see it anyway. And then wrap. Okay. Okay, and then more sturdy, and it's becoming easier to work with. Okay, so because I've already gone around a couple of beads, I'm just going to go around a couple just to complete the look. So I'm just going to wrap around a pearl. Okay, I'm running out of wire now, so what I'm going to do is just bring it down.
I think that colour wire is lovely against those
copper. I love copper.
It looks so antique, doesn't it?
Okay, and then if a pearl twists around, just pop it around. So now now all I'm going to do is finish this one end off, because I've finished with this one now. So using my pliers, just going to wrap it round. And it's so easy to use because it is so fine, this wire. It's just a bit fiddly to start off with. Once you've started it, it's fine. So now I've got this piece here. I'm just going to finish it off using the piece that I've got here. So a little trick, this is quite a long piece. A little trick, if like here where I've wrapped around that pearl, it's picking up, it's moving. What I'm going to do is I'm putting the wire in between that wire and the pearl. Can you see where I've put it?
Yeah.
Now when I pull it down, hopefully it should now, oops, I didn't catch it. What I want to do is catch it. And by catching it, it will secure it and it will stop it lifting. So I've just popped it through again. This wire does get a bit messy because you need a long length. There we go. Now I've caught it there. It doesn't want to lift up anymore. So it's happy where it is now. And as you go around, we can secure any bits like that. So I'm just going to build it around again now. So I'm using my fingers, just going to around. When you've done a couple of lengths, then wrap it, and that's how you build it up. Just doing it like that.
I absolutely love what you've done. You're so fabulous. Look at that. That's a really classic.
Yeah, I mean,
design,
it's a design that's been around for a while, and it is it is on the internet and stuff. It's not my original design. I'm not going to say I thought of this, but this is how my take on how to do it.
It's really similar to one that my gran got from her grandma. And my gran is 95
Exactly, I mean, it's been around for a very long time, but this is just my take on how to do it. And then, like I say, you just go around and keep building it up. And if you want to put a little bit of wire across, you can, and you just keep playing with it until you're happy with it. Being such a thin wire, you can manipulate it quite well.
Yeah, it's nice, and you get such a nice effect.
And you can see I'm just doing that with my fingers, and then just the only key is just to wrap and secure it. But by wrapping it, you're actually adding the texture of a bird's nest anyway. And then, you know, don't worry about the underneath so much because it's not going to be seen. And then all I did was pop on a jump ring. I didn't even make a bail or anything. You could make a bail.
Yeah, because you've got so much to...
Yeah, I could easily
anchor,
now,
yeah.
at this point here, if I wanted, using my round nose pliers, I could just wrap it round. I'd probably be in this thin wire. If you're going to make your own bails out of this wire, wrap it twice or even 3 times. So see, it's gone around the pliers. I'm just going to bring it around again. I'm going to open the pliers and slide it on. I'll probably do it 3 times. So if I do that 3 times, okay, and then bring it and wrap it around the base.
Nice and sturdy now.
And you could even then continue building it up, because I've still got all that left, and you've got a nice little bail, but it's nice and strong because I've done 3 loops. And that you could hang from a chain, and that's really cute as well.
I think that is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't know what you mean. Of course it's not going to stay here all day. I love it.
It goes nice with your pink, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Do you know the one thing I thought when I had all of these kits is I would put all 9 of the strands together.
I love them. You're right.
I would put all of them.
All of these.
All of them together. They would all work with each other.
I'd wear that though.
I did think of doing that, but I wanted to try and
I know you can't
mix it up, and then you've got the ring there. Did you see the ring?
Where? Oh, I didn't even see the ring. Went a bit high pitched then. Have a look. How fab is that? It's gorgeous.
That's just a clustering.
This one strand, Claire's just saying you could do bracelets. Do you know what, Claire, I was saying? You could have a pair of earrings. Now, if it was bridal, I'd only have 1 pearl on a chain. And you still have loads and loads of pearls left, and you could do the bird's nest technique.
It could go so far. You could, because you've got quite small wrists, so you could do a nice little bracelet, 1 pearl there, 1 pearl like the earrings, the drop earrings. You could even have a little brooch or a little bag charm.
Yeah.
Loads you can do. And
it's
a
a
ring.
real vintage to have brooches in. They're really going to be fashionable in the winter.
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing them. Right, I love this strand. I can't stop touching it. It's Wall of Fame time. I love it. After you, my darling.
Okay, this is number 96. This is a lovely use of the lava rock. It says, hi all at JM. This is my very first entry to the Wall of Fame. Novice at jewellery making, but loving every minute. Had fun using my JM lava rock for these 2 different designs. Looking forward to sending you more pics. Kathy from Banbridge, and that's beautiful.
And so many people are getting into lava rock now, aren't they?
I actually got some from the pound.
Yeah, everyone's saying that, and now they love it. Is it funny?
Well, I've used it before, but I was thinking, well, if I can't think of what to do with it, I'll give it to Kayla to play with.
Yeah.
But I'm actually thinking now, she's not seeing it. I'm going to play with it.
For Kayla.
It's not for Kayla, it's for Mummy.
I have got something incredible.
It's gorgeous.
That is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's number
it's
99.
beautiful.
I know where you got your inspiration from. It's from Jackie, and she says, hi everyone. It's my first entry to the Wall of Fame. It's pearls and shell pearl. My name is Jackie, and I live in Johnstone in Scotland. I do hope to win some points so I can get more lovely. Jackie, it's amazing. You are very, very talented. That is fantastic.
Gorgeous.
And that's your number 99. Well done. It's gorgeous. It's macra, malicious.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted.
It's you got work to do.
I was thinking, wow, is that the time? Sorry, number 97, this is gorgeous. Okay, good morning to all at Jewellery Maker. My entry this week was inspired by Mark's macrame demonstrations. I am now hooked. I ran out of beading thread and wire. I used the boot lace. Improvisation.
That's brilliant.
I even wrapped some memory wire with beading thread. I've tried it with almost everything. Can't quite get the hang of it yet with organza ribbon. All the wooden gems are from Jewellery Maker, and the beading wire is just fab to use this technique with. I won't read all of that out because it's just explaining what they all are. I'm thinking about opening an online shop to generate some income to buy more of your beautiful gem strands. Thanks for looking, Caroline. And you should definitely do that because that's gorgeous.
Jewellery parties as well, a great way of without too many overheads. I've got something, love these earrings, from Nadine, who is saying, hi all JM, to Lucy and all. This is my Wall of Fame entry for this week, made from my gem stash from JM. There's onyx in there, agate, labradorite, quartz, carnelian, jasper and much, much more. Love them all and your show, but my credit card doesn't. But never mind, I got the box deal, which was also great, but was wondering if you get all the black bangle boxes. Not sure, honey, because it must have been on a different show. That you'll know soon. You'll know soon. We got your number 98. It's gorgeous. We got a text message to show you from Worcester. Anne in Worcester. Good afternoon, even now, isn't it? Good afternoon. Hi all. Great show as usual. I'm booked on Laura's course tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. But looking at the items we will be making, I think I may be out of my depth. Is it very advanced?
Right. No, the whole point of this is that you can take it as far or as, you know, however you want. This weave here, just going to show you with the copper. This is just copper over black, and that is so easy to do. If you want, you could just make a nice pendant with just that going across it. You know, the whole point is these techniques, and you can take it however you want. So you might just want to have a bead with just that going across it, and that's very simple. But it's not simple, it's more sort of intermediate, that's the whole point. But you can go as far as you want with it, so you
don't feel worried.
Don't feel scared, because the whole point is that that's actually not as complicated as it looks, and that's the thing.
You're there anyway,
yeah, and I'm going to be there, and I'll help you. And I made a pendant, like I said the other week, with the black onyx, and I simply used that with a turquoise and just went across it, and it looked really stunning. And you could do something as simple as that if you want. The whole point is just to let you learn to experiment with wire and take it that little bit further. So don't be scared, honestly.
We're trying to help you, you know, broaden your horizons.
Honestly,
We're never going to do something where you're going to be sat thinking, A up, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry, Anne.
You'll be fine. It's a bit of fun. It's going to be weaving, and you can put together whatever you want, and that's the whole point, is to show you how to put it all together and take it that little bit further.
And we'll both see you tomorrow, Anne. Now, we're going to give you some information on how to enter the Wall of Fame. We'll be right back.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
Welcome back, my jewellery making darlings. Now, don't forget, in 10 minutes time, we will be launching Edition 3, the brand new DVD for Wirework that was put together by our gorgeous Laura Binding, who is in-house right now. So you've got 10 minutes for the launch of that. Now, we're going to show you a beautiful 3-strand pack. Zambian amethyst, frosted Zambian amethyst. Single drilled fluorite, and look at the colour blend on that fluorite, isn't it wonderful? And then you've got the smaller 4mm amethysts as well. Gorgeous together they are. Now, if you bought the last kit, these will look wonderful with those pearls. Won't they look gorgeous with the pearls? Now, the fluorite is a gem that you're going to love working with. Have a look at this particular strand, because look at the flush of colour that you get in each one. It's really nice, isn't it? You can create a gorgeous fusion, and you've got some blues and some greens. And what I want you to pay attention to as well is the thickness of these gemstones. They're very thick. Can you see that? They're beautiful. And you have 190 carats. They're 8mm with a 2mm step. Now you've also got your Zambian amethyst plain rounds. These are the only Zambian amethyst 4mm rounds we've got. They're gorgeous. And they go so well with that fluorite, don't they? Isn't that a perfect combination? And your Zambian amethyst frosted coins. And they're checkerboard faceted. So you've got a lot of quality in this 3-strand pack. I'd love to see some of your Wall of Fame entries with this. I'd also like to see some beading wire going through those as well. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And we've seen how well the fluorite picks up the different coloured beading threads and wires. It's a great, great 3-strand pack for you. You've got 160 carats in the matte frosted faceted puffy coins, they're 10 mil. 190 carats in the rainbow fluorite and 50 carats in the Zambian amethyst plain rounds as well. 2 strands of Zambian amethyst, arguably the finest amethyst in the business. A gorgeous strand of fluorite, a gemstone that glows in UV light, a gemstone that gives us such a wonderful fusion of colours. The Sugar Candy 3-strand pack. YKG C16 is your item code. Don't forget your 30-day money-back guarantee. Get yourself on the phone lines 0800 644 655 or the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Are you ready for a fantastic price tag? Don't forget you've got 2 very fine strands of Zambian amethyst and fluorite, all for under £18, £17.95. That is such a wonderful opportunity for you. Think about whatever you're going to put next to these gemstones. Maybe you bought the kit from earlier. That wonderful green is going to really lend itself to your gemstones. Now have a look. I'm going to just grab that strand of pearl because you know I'm in love with them. Now there is a wonderful combination. If you manage to get the last kit, wonderful all together. Absolutely stunning. Aren't they beautiful? £17.95. Have a look. All together they look fab. What are you going to do with your wire? What are you going to do with your beading thread that you've got in your stash already? Look at the clarity of the fluorite. Isn't it fab? £17.95 is your price tag for all 3 strands. Make sure you check out your baskets and hold those phone lines. We do have little queues on the phone lines. It's worth it though. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. And the frosted. Let me show you one more time each individual strand. The frosted amethyst, don't forget it's Zambian amethyst. Whoops. Have a little look at that. Then you've got, look at that fluorite. Isn't it lush? I just dropped my strand. Let me grab it. There we are. There we are then. Let me show you the smaller rounds of Zambian amethyst. Look at those, they're gorgeous. And the clarity. Fabulous. Look at this. Right. Wonderful. Think about how you're going to use those. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Stay where you are. We're going to move on to, what did you say, Deanna, sorry? So many of you have been asking us for more and more silver, so we're going to bring it to you. I think it's because so many of you are doing your Christmas pieces. I think this is a kit which is for you if you've got a lot of luxurious gemstones that you want to set in a professional way. I think this kit's for you if you are already selling a lot of your jewellery on. I think this kit is for you if you've got a lot of precious gemstones to work with. Maybe you bought the kit with the pearls in it and you want to set them in a certain way. You've got a lot of solid sterling silver here. If you've just started jewellery making, you need all of these. If you're going in straight away and thinking, I'm going to create really classy pieces, I want to make jewellery for a certain customer, I want to make jewellery that is going to be a certain price tag, then these are the findings you need. Okay, they're not for you if you've just started and you just want to do some stretchies and you want to do some sort of £5, £10 piece of jewellery, if you're just sort of exploring your avenues. This is for you if you're perhaps an advanced jewellery maker, or if you go into something and you do it straight away, you do it to the very best. Then I've got an opportunity for you to get the very best elements into your jewellery making kit. You have a star toggle clasp. Have a look. You've got your rose clasps. You've got your magnetics. You've got your bolt rings. You seem to have loads of bolt rings as well, actually. You get 9 bolt rings. You get your star toggle clasp. And they're all solid sterling silver. You get your 3-strand clasp findings, your toggle clasp findings, and they're all those slider clasps, and they're solid sterling, but everything is. You get your 3 barrel magnetic clasp findings, 3 of those, and they undo. How do they undo, actually? Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's cool, look. Can you see? They just slot in and they're magnetic, so really strong. You get a pack of silver flower clasps, 3 of those. There you go, there's everything you get. And you get your multi-strand end bar with your chain and lobster claw. So you get a lot of solid sterling silver. You've got over 12 grams, approaching 13 grams of solid sterling silver in this kit. Now, these elements are going to make your jewellery look expensive. They're going to make your jewellery look more professional. They're going to add weight, design, and elements that, you know, when you see something so beautiful and then you see a price tag that is so small, it makes you doubt what you're buying, doesn't it? When you're using precious gemstones, when you're using genuine gemstones, add real silver to it. Because if somebody loves your design, the fact that you're using solid sterling silver and that design is going to last forever. If you're doing bridal pieces, you absolutely must use solid sterling silver because, well, I think so, because these are heirlooms you're creating, and with those really pretty rose clasps, that would be stunning, wouldn't it, to maybe clasp up a pearl necklace or a pearl bracelet. Think about bridesmaids pieces as well. And it's essential, and this is brand new today. Brand new today. Are you ready? For $47.95, and think about how much an element of expense you're going to add to your jewellery. Think about all the fact that you've got so much in terms of silver weight. Think about these elements can add to into your customer's mind value, perceived value. £47.95 for under £50. You get so many elements, and if you are a professional jewellery maker, if you're a jeweller in fact, this is a wonderful opportunity for you. And you need solid sterling silver when you're selling to customers who are allergic to any other metals, and that's it, they will not think beyond solid sterling silver. This is a great way of having it all on board and having it there. It's got so much. And Laura, you're saying it is important to have some jewellery, isn't it, with solid sterling silver? Talk to us about that. I did a jewellery party. I said I've only done one really, but I had a couple of bracelets that I'd made out of sterling silver wire, and obviously a couple of earrings. And again, as I said, I had the option to change it. And the 2 sterling silver pieces of, like the 2 sterling silver bracelets, both went, even though they were obviously a higher price because it was sterling silver wire. And a lot of people did ask if I could put the silver hooks in. They're not too worried necessarily about whether the actual bit that's not touching your skin isn't sterling, but when it's something that goes in your and touches your skin, like the clasps and stuff like that, and the necklaces and all of that, then that touches your skin, and then they like to have that extra quality. And again, if it's gifts for somebody, they like to be able to say, well, yes, it's sterling silver earrings, and they've been handcrafted, and that's straight away. If you say handcrafted sterling silver earrings, then it's straight away it's personal, isn't it? And it's a real special thing to receive. Yeah, and it makes you feel like, oh, they've gone to the effort. I just noticed you're wearing earrings. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought that got on note. You little rat bag. How dare you? I did notice them reappear, but I didn't click. Sorry. I love those pearls so much. I wanted to wear them. So yeah. And they're in so now, but if you made a £20 pair of earrings, I'd pay 20 quid for them. If you were given those, you would love them, because if everyone knows you love pearls. So if someone said, oh, there you go, I've made these for you, or oh, I bought these for you because I saw them and thought of you, you'd be like, oh, wow, thank you very much, and you'd love it. So, and the fact that the sterling silver makes it that more guaranteed that person's going to be able to wear them, because you don't know if a person's got allergies or not. That's a selling point. I think if you see pearls and they're not in sterling silver, you think, you don't. Shan't I mean, these are things that last forever. Pearls last forever, and to me they are one of the most precious gemstones you can buy. I love them so much, and so many people do. Yeah, can you tell?
No, never have guessed.
It's cheeky today, this one. We shouldn't give Laura vodka again for breakfast. £47.95. Now, well done, we've got to move on. It's time for the Wirework DVD. A very cheeky lady. Get over here, you. You've got to come over here now.
All right. Hang on, Emmy.
I'm moving over for you. Come on.
Hang on, Emmy.
Come and snuggle in.
Oh.
Snuggle in.
Snuggle in. Oh.
A brand new DVD. Nobody has ever watched it, seen it. Well, we have, not you. We've watched it to make sure it's any good, and it's brilliant. And you put this together yourself.
Yes.
I like that you bring your mic like that. You put this together yourself. What was your inspiration behind the DVD?
It's just putting together a lot of different techniques, because I think we've done the other 2 DVDs now and we've done projects on them. So I wanted to be able to introduce different techniques now. So this is more about techniques of binding, of weaving, and then how to incorporate them into a project. I mean, this is a netting technique, so it's just putting that into a pendant and embellishing it. We learned to do leaves. I've got one here that I'm working on at the moment.
Look at that!
And that's actually...
How did you do that?
Well, that's actually on the DVD, and it's also going to be the kind of thing we're going to be showing tomorrow, how to do that. So that's what I was saying about how we're going to learn to do this, and then how to, because it's all very well known how to do that, but
how do you incorporate that into your jewellery?
How do you, yeah, I mean, there are a couple of projects on there to incorporate it into a couple of projects, but then you might want to take it that little bit further, so that's what we're hoping to achieve by doing the course as well. So all together, it's a good combo. But yeah, that covers learning how to do a couple of different types of weave, how to bind several pieces of wire together, and just general, I've done the caged bead in there as well. I did it. I actually didn't show the technique, but I showed it a long time ago. It's just a big long tassel bead, and it's all woven and caged and that.
And there as well. Now this is an opportunity now to take yourself from jewellery maker to jeweller. Do think about when you're crafting something like this, that's an absolute jeweller's technique, isn't it, Laura?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is.
And again, it's that having that freedom to be able to do it. I mean, again, it's you know, it's just your take on it. So you know the foundations of it, and then you put your take on that foundation. So you then make it how you want it to look, you know. So you can just go to town with it, and it's so much you can do with it once you've learnt the basic foundations of it. So that was our aim. There's not as many projects. I think there's only 4. For the reason that we
you will learn the basic elements that will push your jewellery making to a really advanced level.
Yeah, we want to concentrate more on showing how to do the weaving and the binding, and spend some more time doing that to give you the foundations to be able to then. There are 2 projects on there, and some, again, as I said, the weaving and stuff. So
here's your opportunity to own it. Edition 3. Do you need to have watched edition 1 and 2? Yeah. Or can you go straight in there on edition 3?
You can, but I would say have a bit of experience with wire.
Okay.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's advanced. Again, it's more intermediate to advanced. You know, just have a bit of confidence with wire. But that being said, hopefully you should be able to pick it up and have a go. But you need to be confident. Just be confident with the wire. Have a little play. The whole point of 1 and 2 is it's a mix of intermediate, beginning and advanced anyway. Yeah. So if you've done that, then you should be fine with that anyway.
Okay, and if not, if you've just played around with wire without any of the DVDs, you can still go for this one.
You should be able to have a go at it, yeah. But I'm on Facebook, so if you get stuck, give me a shout.
Give us a shout. Get yourself on the phone lines. You know the price tag already. £4.95, a brand new Wirework DVD. Get it while it's in stock right now. It is brand new, it's just launched right now. We all knew it was going to be £4.95. For £4.95, you got yourself an amazing, amazing tutorial. And how many of us pay under a fiver for a tutorial?
Insane. It really is. And to have it there and to be able to just think, right, okay, and because of the way that they're filmed in blocks, so that you can just go to a project. You haven't got to go through the whole thing, you'll find the right place. You just go and think, oh, I've got to remember how I did that. And that's why we're using that as part of the course as well, to be able to give you reference. And you think, oh, how did I do that again? And you should be able to just go straight there and go, that's right. So that's the beauty of having a DVD.
Best fiver you'll ever spend, I reckon. £4.95. Take your jewellery making skills from jewellery maker to jeweller for just £4.95. Don't forget that is brand new today. Thank you, my lovely. I've got to send you back over there because we're coming over to you in a minute.
I got to go back over because I've got to do something.
Now, before we go over, we haven't got long, we're going to give you a brand new strand of rich purple agate. Now, the colour is really intense, really, really velvety. Have a look. Deep purple agate, a brand new strand. Deep blackberry colour, isn't it? The blackberries are out right now. I've been picking over the weekend. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Look at that, proper blackberry. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Look at the sparkle. Aren't these gorgeous? They're so sparkly, really rich, and this is a must-have for the winter time. I don't know what that lonely bead's doing. Maybe I was going to do some wire wrapping with it or something, I don't know. Brand new in today. Never seen before, limited edition strand, rich blackberry purple. For £6.95. That's a fabulous price tag, a really great deal. Add it to your order. What about with the white quartz from earlier? Actually, I think this is a strand that will work wonderfully with your greens. That's very, very rich, very regal to have green and purple together. Sign of richness back in the olden days. Gorgeous, isn't it? You know what I'm going to put it with, because these pearls are super beautiful. And we're stunning. That is stunning, isn't it? Really, oh my gosh, look how rich they are together. They're beautiful. Oh, you're going to make the most breathtaking jewellery out of that. £6.95. The sparkles, the facets, they're gorgeous. Oh, yeah, 100 644 655, all the W's. Jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget to check out your baskets if you're shopping with us online today. Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you're brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker, you will get a big bag full of free goodies. Now, let's recap the challenge that we gave to our Laura McBindles. She had, it's a new name I've made up for her. Did you like that? It's a sign of love when I do that. Now, we gave to you, I don't have it here, we gave to you, it's on my right-hand side. Oh, yeah. I didn't see the wire, that's what. Did we give you wire with this?
Yeah, just a little bit.
You had some wire in there as well. Red wire, wasn't it?
Yep, and I've tried
100
to
metres
use
of it. A brand new gemstone strand, 2 pendants, black onyx, and red agate, and you had the 4 silver beads, and you had some red wire, which I don't have. You've got the red wire, I think.
I've got red.
And the red wire, all for £17.95. That's a great, oh thanks, it just appeared.
There you go.
And you get 10 metres of that, so you get loads of wire, and it's on a 0.8, which is one of Laura's favourites, for £17.95. Let's get on over. I'm coming over to y'all. Are y'all ready? We're waiting for our Claire, apparently. You ready, our Claire? She's ready. Born ready, that one. Let's trot on. Make sure my skirt's not in a very inappropriate place.
Okay.
Wowzers! Look at this. And I love what you did with the silver. You created a button out of it by putting it in the...
Yeah, I originally, as you know, only had, I had a bead there, and then I cut it off and replaced it with that, because when I put that there, I was like, wow, that really goes. There will be a matching earring, but I don't want to hammer it really loud while you're on air, so I've got it all prepped. I've got, look, there you go, in componentness.
And it'll be done ready for the photographing.
In componentness, it's there. It's just not there.
Unfortunately, the pearl earrings from earlier won't be available for photographing because we can't find them anywhere. I don't know where they've gone. Look at this amazing ring. What a wonderful gemstone. This brand new gemstone. I saw it for the first time this morning. You saw it for the first time last night. Isn't it wonderful?
But I hadn't seen this shape of it, and this shape is beautiful. I just want to try and do this so I can just
perfect for a ring, isn't it, Laura?
It's beautiful. Okay, I would tidy this up properly, but there's the ring, and then there's going to be this pendant.
You beauty!
But I've not finished it. I will finish it off very quickly in a minute. But again, that's to show the kind of thing you can do tomorrow. So you saw that one simple, tiny little piece of weave, and then a bit of a swirl. If you want to keep it as simple as that, then you can keep it as simple as that. As simple? It does not look simple at all. It's amazing. It's not big. I will finish it off, and it will look neater and nicer. Well, you stop. Of all of that I had left was that and some wire. One bead. You had a little bit of wire left, did you say? Yeah, just a little bit, not a lot.
How fabulous. I mean, £17.95 is a must-have, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a queue on the phones. Please stay where you are. Wonderful,
and obviously
wonderful
I put different colours with that, only because I thought, well, that black is beautiful and I love it with blue.
Me too.
And I wanted to do a weave on it.
What a genius this lady is. Look at that. You can create this with the kit that we're giving you. Love the earrings, very simple.
And I will make a matching one, it's ready to go.
Now, please do not go anywhere after our show. We do repeat the day show, but at 5 o'clock this evening, it's the gorgeous Vicky Carr, and she has got, with Kim, some amazing treats for you. We do, every day at 5 p.m, we give you late night show with the best deals possible for you, so stay tuned for that. Laura will be around, tomorrow doing your course. If you want to get involved in any of Laura's courses, please give us a call. All that's left to say is thank you so much to Laura. I'll see you tomorrow, and a great big goodbye and lots of love to you. Mwah. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B8 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1p&p. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.